recording running.
Hello.
And since I actually remembered to put on copyright-free music, I could actually upload a not sped up POV.
Good. Nice. But yes, hello. So I should probably say what's going to be going on in this stream. So if you've read the title of it while it's live, you probably already have a vague idea of this. But I was going to say it anyway. So we're going to be doing a Euro Truck Simulator 2 live stream, so convoy multiplayer. We're just no mini games this time. We're just going to be driving normally, hopefully, from Budapest in Hungary, which is from the base game map, so unreworked Hungary. If you're watching this in the future.
Going East DLC.
Oh yes, that is true. Sorry.
The base
That's
DLC map.
The first DLC they released. To Istanbul, which is in the Road to the Black Sea
Don't you mean
DLC.
Constantinople?
I mean Byzantium.
All right.
So yeah.
Constantinople?
throughout the entire, pretty much through the entire Road to the Black Sea DLC, traveling through there to the very east of the map.
Yeah.
So yeah, with me here, we've got Paradise, No Time Indeed, the Brand K, the Lonely One,
Hi!
and Slovak Eagle.
Goodbye.
What?
That was a quick stream.
You're starting? That was a quick stream. Oh, there we are.
So yeah.
Edith,
This will be fun.
what kind of cargo is the cargo that you have? So
Use
Okay.
plastics.
oh,
It's curtain cider or dry. as
all
well.
right. I'm gonna grab myself a curtain stuff.
I'm gonna grab your cargo as well.
What? No, that's
I
mine.
meant Eagle.
Oh,
Hopefully the microphone stuff works. OBS is telling me that it's working, so that's good.
Yes, it should work.
But then again, last time I think it also told me that it was working, and it wasn't.
So you can't. Oh,
No, not last
Paradise.
time, 2 times ago.
Paradise, you've got bus lights on your front.
What do you mean bus lights?
On the left and right, on the front, the lights you've added are from the Carosa mod.
Really?
Yes.
Which ones do you mean?
In the center, the left and right, on the outside.
Oh.
Roomspot says Paradise is a bit quiet. Okay, I shall boost your volume then.
That doesn't work like that.
Oh, that's true.
If I move the microphone here, is that better?
That's true.
Is that better?
I just realized.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Roomspot? Yes. He says yes.
Good, good. I might have just been talking a bit quieter than usual.
Perhaps. But yeah, Runespath, hello, VGR, Revit, let's go. Yes, we shall. Are you already going?
I'm getting my
We shall
cargo.
never surrender.
Oh, this is the no-crash zone.
There are 3 of the same, pretty much the same trailer here. I wonder if those are all our 3 trailers.
What do they look like?
No.
They look pretty much the same.
What company?
Whatever this is.
Carrefour?
Yes.
I mean, Edith already picked his job up, so...
Hmm.
Me too.
Also, should we have the name tags on this time
I've got them
round?
on.
We can.
If you want.
Sure. I mean, it's more realistic if you don't have them on, but
I mean,
it's nice
if
if
you
you can
need-
tell.
if you need to see another player's name, if you can't distinguish the trucks from one another, you can simply press Y on the keyboard, I think, or Z if you have a.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, I've rebound stuff, so that should work.
I'm gonna just keep them on if that's okay.
Yeah. What do we
Yeah,
want?
me too.
I think, yeah, if I bound it to numpad minus.
Is this a no collision zone?
Yes.
No,
sure?
no,
No.
no, it's
No,
not.
Actually, is
no,
it?
no, no, no,
Wait,
no.
stop. Stop. I thought it was. That's my bad. So yeah, if I hold on minus
no,
numpad,
no, 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 stop, no.
numpad minus reveals the names, and this should be. Is this? Does this work? Should do.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I never realized before now that chat is on Y. I don't like that.
Well, should we start our journey?
Hang on, I'm rewinding key.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a puma myself a drink. A non-alcoholic one.
Good. So in my chat, VGR says, Eliza, the route is, it is from Budapest to Byzantium, also known as Constantinople, also known as Istanbul.
also known as Tsarigrat.
Also often mistaken for the capital of Turkey.
I see.
See, I made that mistake.
Same.
So when are we heading out?
I don't know.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting
Yeah.
for Google to respond.
Ah.
Now
Yes,
I
we
got
are
load.
going through Romania.
I
so
don't
it's-
have the load yet.
Lonely and Brand, are you sure about those collisions?
What collisions?
Yeah. On my side, Brand is phasing through your truck.
Are
My side,
collisions?
Brand is not even anywhere close.
On my side, he's phasing through you.
Right,
Yes, well,
Kengo, where
can
did
you
you
move
say you
forward?
were going?
So this cargo goes to Burgas, which is in Bulgaria, so southeastern Bulgaria, and they'll probably drive empty to Istanbul.
So we all
Okay,
should put a
well,
waypoint in Burgas.
Sure. So I'm going to the container part.
Going to the container port.
So
Okay.
southeastern Bulgaria.
Oh, there.
Yes.
Makes sense.
I'm trying to think what the route would be like, quite scenic and nice to explore.
Oh,
I think.
I mean, we could take.
Let's take that. And
That looks good.
all right, I'm gonna lead. I've got the path. It's gonna be nice, hopefully.
All right.
Okay, well then we can just follow you.
Yeah, I won't set
That's
any.
definitely not gonna end in chaos, as we might get separated or something. That's definitely gonna work out perfectly fine.
Well, it'll be fun.
Yes, that is correct.
Define fun. Anyways, you ready?
Yeah.
Amusing.
Ego, that's the stuff where you typically laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh no, he's having fun. Please, sir, stop that.
no fun allowed.
No.
All right. So I'll just read chat, and then we can get going. VGR, you will probably see the inaccurately built city of Craiova. SES literally cut a shorter route via the Bresti and canal to Kalafat. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with this with this country. Yeah, that's Craiova. Because by taking the belt route, you add at least an hour to your journey. All right. I'm not familiar with the roads there, but if you say so, sure. Yeah. So yeah, it's actually getting morning now.
Alright, I am
Brand.
ready.
Good.
I have a sunlight.
Oh yeah, already going.
I can't move it, but I have sunlight.
It is important to move slowly when starting.
What is in?
Imagine if it was a multiplier. So when you're actually standing still, you've got to multiply how fast you can move by 0.
I forgot to adjust my braking sensitivity and suspension stiffness and all that.
Right.
Well, then adjust it. Come on.
Yeah. I feel like it'll be pretty slow.
I like this 20 FPS.
I'm behind you. But yeah.
How dare you? Are you guys pulling over?
No,
Yes, we
we're
are
waiting
stopped
on the
here
rest.
in order for you to catch up and change your settings. Stop
Oh.
trying to overtake me.
And to have a red light. I'm not overtaking you.
You're trying to.
No.
Yeah.
I
It's awfully looking like you're trying to overtake him by the fact that you are on the left side of the road.
Oh, now we're going.
Sorry, I wasn't in gear.
and brakies.
That's yellow.
Now I'm no longer on sweat settings for minigame.
Nice.
Ah.
And I have a red.
Oh,
You
Do you
just
think-
jumped like 10 meters in front of me.
yeah. I saw Lonely just stop for a moment.
Yeah, for me, everybody jumped back and forth for.
Yeah, spread out so that lag cannot kill you.
Yeah.
Funny how little people know how to keep action.
Just keep more
Yeah.
distance than you think is necessary.
Yes.
Do you mean little people or how little people?
Yes.
How small the amount of people that know how to keep distance is.
Yes.
As Kango proceeds to eat Lonely's trailer again.
I thought
Oh?
you were about to say something else there.
Yeah, I wanted to say it, but I obviously stopped myself.
That is good.
Right.
Oh my god, this guy scared me.
You mean the truck
Anyways,
that
we're
is
doing 80
turning?
now.
Who is it that feels that there's a need for beacon?
Me.
Watch out, police on the
After you told me to
shoulder.
turn them on.
Who?
Alright, Brand, you're behind
Right,
me.
20.
Oh, I see, Lonely. You're having something else.
Yeah, I got the wheel loader I showed you earlier.
Yeah, but Mangoni, turn off your beacons. Why do you have your beacons on?
Sure.
What are you hauling?
I think phosphorus, something phosphorus.
Yeah, but you have the orange signs on, don't you? At least you have it on
Yeah.
your trailer, so you should have it on front by 80-hour laws.
I don't think that motor truck supports the
Oh.
signage mod.
Yeah, it doesn't.
What? Okay.
Eagle just flipped into me.
Alright then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mangoni just clipped into me as well, so yeah, that's fine. Luckily,
Guys, we
I-
literally were talking about keeping distance like 1 minute ago.
Yes, I am keeping distance. I'm keeping like... What is this, like 70 meters of distance?
Yeah,
Wanna look at the message?
you
Yes.
jumped like 30 meters back and clipped into me. That's what.
See,
scared
keep
me.
70 like Brand.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah, we'll
that's
reach that.
still not enough because Mangoni jumped like 100 meters.
So, I'm delivering white phosphorus, 5 tons of it.
Ooh, that seems dangerous.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll rechat quickly. VGR, in fact, you'll see where I live. I'll let you know when we're close. Where are you close? All right. Sure. If
Go,
only I
how
could
fast are you
join
going?
79.
85. Um,
Well, you're going 85, we'll go 90.
If only I could join the convoy with y'all. Yeah. Drew, you guys missed the exit. Hey, stop! You missed the exit.
No, we're
We
going.
did got a route set up for us.
Yes, so Slovak has waypoint set and we're following him. So if the GPS just says we aren't going the right way, then that's fine. Because we, in real,
As long as Eagle
actually
knows
are.
where he's going.
Yeah. Which should be the case.
I think we separated to two groups. One is Brent, Lonely, and Kengo, and the next one is me, Eagle, and Sherdice.
I'm right behind Sheradice.
I don't see you on the map.
That was strange. Okay.
I'm like about the same distance from Sheradice and you are from... Oh, then Sheradice
Brentos
is
died.
from you.
No.
On my side, I'm much
Mr.
closer
Pierce
to
from the
no time
map.
indeed than you are to me.
Oh,
Huh. So,
connection was closed by the server.
We're still in.
that's odd. Can you reconnect?
Let's see.
C as in yes.
I can see the convoy. Let's see if I can join. I can join the convoy.
Right.
I'm gonna get a bit of rest as well.
Sure, we can stop at the rest stop and then let you catch up.
Damn, I got trailer damage on that. I think an AI clipped into me and then I lost connection.
Right. I also saw an AI car drift through the the middle barriers and despawn. Not sure what it's called exactly.
Are those the only two sleeping positions here?
Yes.
On this road, yes.
And
If
on
you
the
take
left
the
one?
other road, there's like 3 more.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a side sleeper, so can we take that sleeping position?
I need to take the other road. Unless no time indeed wants to move forward a spot.
Wait a bit. I just needed to start the engine. This should.
Thanks for that damage.
Sorry. I didn't realize you were that close behind me.
Yeah, that's why I honked.
I only heard the horn sound after I'd already collided with you on my end.
There's Brent.
Yeah. I guess that's the wonders of desync.
Yeah. Hello, Brand. Hahaha. So, yeah, in my chat, VGR says, Eliza, it's explosive. Yeah, the white phosphorus thing. And it's also used for bombs. That's a link to white phosphorus munitions, apparently.
Yeah,
Eliza.
I mean, steel is also used for bombs and is not a dangerous good in and on itself.
Bobbin.
But steel isn't
think-
explosive.
I mean, it's used in bombs. And I think we can trust our guy with the ADR license here, so...
Yeah.
If he says no beacons, then no beacons.
I mean, I had them on.
You have the orange signs. There's no other need to warn traffic of any.
Well, since I've not got any signs on the front and I can't put any on because it's a mod truck, I kind of do need to warn the people on the front.
No time
Don't I?
failed to merge.
Yeah, I was just faster, so I went for it.
One moment. I will quickly I'll just quickly boost your volume, no time.
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice. Are you serious? Fucking.
Should work.
What is this truck doing? Oh, it disappeared. Amazing.
Me?
What is happening to my connection? This is amazing.
I don't know.
Kingo and Lonely, what are... Or no, not Kingo, Sharedice and Lonely, what are you two doing?
I was
Turning
just
off.
moving normally.
I stopped for a moment to turn your volume up because it
Okay.
was a bit quiet.
I was sticking to the 50 speed limit in the construction zone. And after the construction ended, I subsequently sped up. And Shared Eyes did the same, just in the left lane, so... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Yeah. Vijar, Eliza, I like the truck you're driving, Kango. It's classy. Thank you very much.
Oh shit.
I like it too.
Don't do this. This is very illegal and extended.
Oh, what happened?
You cut to the turn-off lane from the left one, or...?
Yes, I did a double lane change behind the truck.
You just reminded me of that one video.
Yes, the one with the caravan.
No, I didn't have a car. No, it wasn't a caravan. It was a normal, small, blue, compact car
Yes.
that decided to be even more compact
Yes.
by
But it
cutting across
crashed.
two traffics of lanes and crashing into a back of a truck.
No, it crashed it? Oh. Right, yes, Oh, the video
Oh.
from Belgium.
I have no idea where it was from, but it's an old one.
Yeah, I remember that one because we've watched that one in when I took the truck license. We also watched that video in class.
Also, talking about rear-ending, I nearly rear-ended Sharedice on the highway start in Szeged.
What happened?
I nearly rear-ended you. Like there was, I think, a meter at most between us.
Oh, it
Oh
threw
my
mouse
god.
pointer out. It threw my mouse pointer out, and that's why. It's a good thing that that guardrail was there.
Jesus Christ. Oh, this was close.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because sometimes it like switches my application to desktop and then back, and when it does that, it resets the mouse position all the way to the left or to the right. So when I then move the mouse even a pixel, it's like the steering wheel sees, what? I'm supposed to be set all the way over here, and then it sets it all the way to one extreme.
Wait, fuck, this is one of the entrance. Fuck, hold on. One more intersection.
Wait,
Yeah.
you mean we're not going into El Cave?
Nope.
Either your trailer just bit the ground. At least on my
That was an
screen.
optical illusion.
It was probably due to these things, but I'm pretty certain my eyes didn't fool me.
When I say it's an optical illusion, it is an optical illusion.
Nah, I'm pretty certain it isn't most times. It's you trying to cover up that something you didn't want to happen happened.
Shh!
Oh,
Stop being so German.
Nah, can't be bothered to change my nationality.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Sounded like a dog.
Boost you a little bit more.
Sounded like a dog.
Like, whoa.
Why is it even here?
That coughing was loud.
Sorry.
Right, there we go. Green light.
I love how
Yes.
all of you guys is cutting across traffic and then me stopping to let them go
Well,
even though they
stop.
have to yield. Or they don't have to yield.
Well, I didn't
They
want a
stopped
car
for
to get
me, so
me.
I went.
Are you serious?
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Lonely, are you using a steering wheel and pedals?
Yes.
Ah, I was wondering how your brake lights were on that long while you were slowing down that little.
You
Yeah, I
can
have
use
a precise foot.
Sorry, Sherdax.
Nice.
Oh, it's okay. I don't think I got any damage.
You only got 18
Split
damage.
second, I stopped the lighted screen.
Because of driving
see.
IRL, I can't really tolerate playing these kinds of games without steering wheel and pedal.
Well, I couldn't tolerate spending money on steering wheel and pedal.
Which is also
car.
reasonable.
Yeah, it's very reasonable.
I
Which is
can
why
tolerate
mouse
spending money.
steering seems like a good alternative.
Yeah.
I
As long as it doesn't throw the mouse pointer out.
Yeah.
I've
I
played
don't know
on an
what
Xbox controller for quite some time. That was quite enjoyable as well.
I can tolerate spending money on wheels and pedals. Just my bank cannot do that.
Oh, good thing I was keeping distance.
Yes.
Yeah. I think mouse steering or trackball steering is definitely better than keyboard steering.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Much more precise.
But I
I
think
came to like controller steering.
the mouse steering of UMSI is superior to the mouse steering of any other game I've seen.
Do you mean because it also controls the accelerator and brake?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Although you
You
can
can set
enable
up
that.
Euro Truck the same way.
You can enable that in here, but I don't know, it feels different. It feels a bit... It doesn't feel the same as OMSI 2.
Maybe because of some non-linearity in there.
Yeah, I think it's that.
I
And
feel
Dead
like
zone,
most
yeah.
devs would just be lazy enough to not bother with any acceleration values or something and just put the distance from the center of the screen as your...
yeah,
Yeah. Big difference with UMSI as well is that you basically have the mouse
Oh.
visible on the screen when you're using
yes.
it.
That is a
Did I
big
crash
difference.
into?
That's
Well,
a big difference.
Lonely, your trailer crashed into the AI truck, so then I had to stop.
Oh, the oncoming one.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
I
didn't
felt.
calculate the
Yeah.
steering around.
Oh, we're turning off here? Okay. Oh yeah, we are.
Oh yeah, well,
I totally.
I think
we're
ran
pretty
caught up, so I'm
Sherdax
gonna
for the
speed
fifth
up.
time.
I think I didn't see that, or I think I didn't keep in mind that my trailer's rear end swings out.
Do you have the one with all the axle steering?
I have it with, I think 3 of the 5 axles steer or something.
Alright, yeah.
So,
All except the front axle of the truck steer.
that would make it for a lot of rear end swing.
I mean, that
that'd
would be good for reversing, but going forward, you wouldn't be able to steer that at all.
It would be very irritating to say the least.
I mean, it's basically just a forklift on steroids.
Yes.
I hate that makes sense.
We're not
I'm
running
going
off
too
that.
fast here.
Wait, is that the highway where one is allowed to go 100?
Not yet,
Oh,
we're not in
no,
Romania
that's the one
yet.
in
Yeah, but
Romania.
we will soon, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wilson?
Nice. Listen.
I wonder if the rain will stop soon.
I mean, the
should
sky is
hope it
getting
will.
lighter again, so it should.
God damn it. Why you do this?
What happened?
He made a reference and a
Yeah.
brand
He,
did appreciate it.
I think Eagle might have accidentally made a reference that made me laugh.
It wasn't accidental. I knew exactly what I was saying
Oh,
there.
alright.
But remember,
No, you
it
didn't. It was
goes the
just
same
an
for
audio.
the rain and for uncomfortable references.
He referred to
Heinous
the
temporary.
roadworks joke.
I sure hope it does.
Yes, exactly.
But with the rain.
I
Wait,
see.
did somebody bless the rains?
Down in Africa?
No!
I mean, it's
God
gonna
damn
take
it.
some time.
God damn it!
Just so you know, every single stall in this place is open, including the
Bingo.
ones that the GPS
Oh,
does
sure,
not
let's
show
go
you.
right.
Oh, right, I
Great.
didn't see that. Why is it so laggy for me at the moment here?
Because there's a lot of assets and a lot of players.
Acids?
No, that's white phosphorus.
I mean,
That could be acidic, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know
I'm a
either.
chemist.
We could look up the UN number as well. If you want to.
You want
Huh?
to?
You
Alright.
God damn it!
This way.
1 moment.
Wait, are you sleeping?
Ah, I dropped a cup of coffee, but yeah, I was taking a little break because I only had 1 hour remaining.
1 moment.
For added details, stop
Oh.
at the wait.
No time indeed, you just lagged out a lot.
Oh, well,
For me.
Slovakian ping wouldn't be the first time.
Don't forget about the 5
yeah.
km/h speed limit.
Ooh, Romania.
Ah,
Okay. Oh, no time indeed. Where are you currently?
Behind Lonely.
Okay.
So
There were
slow.
just 3 or 4 player trucks that just simultaneously. Oh, I need to do an inspection.
I'll just go through there. Right. I'll just quickly read chat.
But yeah, it just all 3 or 4 player trucks just simultaneously slid sideways to your real positions, and it looked very strange.
Just
Yes,
drift
I
in the rain.
Twitch.
Oh, that's a lag.
Wait, so do I need to stop here for the check, or do I need to continue through?
If there's not a green symbol, you can just continue.
Okay.
For added realism, you can stop there.
Yeah, I blasted through it like 30.
It's a roll through wait. They have those in real life.
Yeah,
Does
I
the
mean,
weight
they
build
weigh
into
each
the asphalt?
axle. They weigh each axle separately, I'm guessing.
Yes, exactly. That's what the bump is there for. That's the actual weight.
Ah, right.
We totally
Scale.
did not just block the entire document control.
Nah, we would never.
It's not like any of us are on strike or anything.
Oh,
I hope not, because we're not falling.
I mean, if a company goes bankrupt because of strikes, is that called a strikeout?
Oh, now we.
Bruh.
No, that's called a strike.
yep.
Oh, lag.
Yep.
I
Sorry.
like I think that's even an AI truck just in front of me that just lagged to literally like 1 meter in front of me for a second there.
That's concerning. If it's not got a name tag, it's an AI truck.
Please.
Maybe we should try to downsize on mods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, on this stream, we don't need the bus mods really.
Why didn't we remove those before?
I mean,
Wasn't that
don't-
even suggested by someone?
That's some mods I removed, yeah. But like, I didn't know what mods people want to use in the convoy, so I don't want to
100.
remove one
We-
of them, and then someone wanted to use that. I don't know.
And
Oh, we can go 100. Lonely, are you accelerating?
I am completely accelerating.
That was
Okay.
And
I'm just gonna
I've not
overtake you.
lifted my foot off the floorboard of this truck since starting at the last rest stop.
Nice. So
Wait, Kango, what is your rain probability set to?
middle.
Ah, well, it's
Oh, that's a... Okay, then no wonder we have eternal rain.
Yeah, rain.
Because anything
rain
above like
probability-
10% is like eternal rain.
I can
Hello,
turn it down
Brand.
at the next rest stop.
Yeah.
How are you, Brand?
100.
Same.
50.
God damn it, Lonely! 50. 40.
Brand,
30.
you're going faster
20.
than 100.
Retard. 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 5.
Brand, are you sure you're only going 100?
Yes.
Well, I'm going 100 as well, and you've just accelerated past me.
Yeah, there is a bit of desync in player
Are
speed.
you sure you're going on deal? Are you going
Yeah,
100?
I'm going like 110 at this point.
Yeah,
And
I feel like
Oh, there's the lag spike.
I think it might be because I'm lagging. That's why it's moving my vehicle slower.
yes.
Yeah.
It is dependent on frame and on frame rate and ping.
So I've actually got to go like 120 or 125
Oh,
to
lonely.
keep up with you who are going 100.
Only I can see your exact ping.
Oh, I'll just
Can
quickly
you see
read
my
that.
exact ping?
I can
Eagle
see
half was
the
right.
rate of your position updates.
Oh, you just disappeared to me. Oh, and now you're back. That was weird. Oh, and you're
my
back. Oh.
internet that is slowing
No,
things
Brand.
down.
It's Brand. Brand, you're flying on my side. Okay,
Nah.
this is...
No,
You're the one
it's
that
it's
keeps
clearly
stopping
you.
and jumping back out
Yeah,
in my rearview mirror.
yeah, it's clearly you because you're the only one who's jumping.
Yeah.
Also, it's so nice that Romania lets you go 100 on all of the 2 highways they have.
Whee! There goes all the AI.
Yeah,
Alright.
I got to disconnect.
And there goes the connection.
Yep.
Why? That's so odd.
Go to the
Oh.
emergency lane.
That AI truck just flew.
Oh,
Yeah, I
right.
just
Well.
got kicked from the game.
Yep, I lost connection.
Hmm.
Oh wait, you continued
What?
straight. Okay.
Sorry.
What happened?
You
What
suddenly
is
stopped.
this?
You suddenly stopped.
Yes, because Brand kicked an AI truck that flew through the air on my side, and that distracted me, so I missed that Eagle went.
Like we all said.
went
We
went
all
straight
lost
on.
connection.
Do we have to reverse now?
Eagle's still here, I think.
Do we?
I'm
Me and
also
No Time are
connected.
still
reverse.
here. We didn't lose
Let's
connection.
reverse.
Brand and Lonely are gone.
I think
Everyone who accidentally took the off ramp, if you continue straight down, straight on that road, there is a roundabout where you can turn around.
You know what's the funniest? We should have the worst internet with Eagle.
Maybe we have, or maybe that's the reason why it didn't kick us. Because the internet didn't catch it.
The convoy just spilled its mercy over us.
At least it's not raining anymore.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably going to improve my frame rate as well.
It's
Yep,
still raining
same.
for me. It's still raining here.
Also, yeah, I've got damage now because of that.
Yeah, it should stop soon. I'll
I
quickly
just
read
lost
chat.
a lot of lag.
Something is happening. If you have the possibility, move to the emergency lane when you don't have connection like this.
Kuba, thank you for the follow. That was okay, and with the number, I didn't get to read all of it. But yeah, welcome. I'll just quickly read the rest of chat. Now it stopped raining.
That's a very sudden 40 spin.
Yeah, my performance is now much better, which might also translate to less desync.
Let's hope so. I'll quickly read chat. VGR, okay, you guys entering Szeged. I don't know how it's pronounced. You're close to Nadlak. That was when we were at the previous town.
Isn't it like Szeged or something?
Szeged. Could very well be. That could very well be.
Szeged.
Gianni.
Oh.
Basically, Szegedin.
I'm just
Szegedin.
gonna stop right here because I might as well. I
Stop
have
right
full
there.
technical.
Gedin.
Sure.
That's like a wrong pronunciation of the Danish word for curtain, which is gardin.
Szegedin is a food.
That's similar to the
Just
German
sounds
word.
like the
then.
optimized version of the German word.
Yeah,
Gardine.
exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I
it's
said.
Also
Yeah,
funny. Eagle's wheels are turning way faster than he's going.
Lag.
Loli, what are you doing? Are you
I
reversing?
successfully reversed down the on-ramp.
Alright, well, in that time that it took you to do that, I managed to go the other way to the roundabout, come back, and now come back on the highway.
That makes perfect sense. But considering the fact that I'm really slow at accelerating, going downhill was in fact probably quicker.
Mhm. Are you still there?
Are you still there?
Yeah. Officer, yeah, you are.
Eagle,
So, yeah. Oh,
Hmm?
shame on you.
For what?
I just noticed what cab you have.
What?
And you don't have my custom trailer. Shame on me though, I have the ADR sign on the back of the trailer when I don't have an ADR sign on the front of the trailer. And I'm not even driving with something dangerous.
Any vehicle is dangerous if used properly.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, you're not
I
wrong.
don't think properly is the word for that.
huh.
I mean, anything is a smoke machine if you use it improperly enough.
Yeah.
What about a traffic cone?
If you use it improperly enough, for instance, hold a lighter to it, or use it as the funnel for a flamethrower, it'll probably smoke a lot.
Yeah. Or
Sure.
I didn't say that it was humanly possible to use any object improperly enough to become a smoke machine. But I think if you rub a cone against something fast enough, it would smoke as well.
Yes.
The cone would melt.
Yeah, but it would also smoke while melting if you did it fast enough.
Kango, did you follow your GPS instead of going where you went?
Yes. Yes, he
Okay.
did.
Where'd you?
The other
Oh.
exit of the roundabout.
Roundabout there, you could go
good.
around.
Yeah.
I pulled into the gas station real quick. For some reason, due to the reconnect probably, my guy is tired again.
I thought my parking brake was on. Apparently it wasn't.
Oh, I just noticed. Brand, you have almost annihilated that wrong way sign.
I was careful. I'm just
It
parking
spent
close.
more than my life.
Oh, it's not on my side, so that's because of
On
desync.
my
It is
side,
not
the sign's
bent at all.
fine.
It is not bent at all. Oh, we can
Yeah,
change
on my
that.
side, it's straight.
Is it the one
We
behind?
can change that!
Oh, here's
Look at
Lonely.
him, funny boy.
There we go. Now
Over
it's
there.
bent.
Yes.
I saw that.
Brand banded.
Lonely.
And now it's correcting itself.
On my side, it's still bent.
I shuffled my mirror past your mirror. No time.
Huh.
There, have a screenshot from the game.
I took a screenshot of this place as well.
Yeah, that's roughly how bent it is for me as well right now.
The sign just looks like it is respectively bowing. Or respectfully
Doing a
bowing
Michael
down.
Jackson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's backwards.
I'll get a screenshot as well. I will reach out as well. So VGR, Eliza, careful. The roads are still bad, especially you, Kango. What do you mean, especially me?
Because of your cargo?
All right. Yeah. Quickly, just two. Who was that?
Oh no, the
Okay.
cat fell off of my gear.
I
Stick.
say Kango and Shirdeye should remain somewhere in between us, like in the middle of us all,
Yeah, so
to make sure they do not get lost.
Yeah.
If I turn down,
Listen, if the guy in front of you crashed into a truck and trailer that then goes flying off, and then all players disappear who are currently turning off the wrong way, then following the GPS and the other players in their turning off in the wrong way is not something that should surprise you.
I speak at your face.
Sure.
What did you say, Lonely?
I said surprise Pikachu face.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard rice baguette at your face.
What?
I heard a nice Pikachu face.
This is a pretty area.
The issue being, rice baguette. Is it a rice-sized baguette or is it baguette-sized
I
rice?
don't know.
I mean, they're
scared.
roughly the same shape, just vastly
Oh,
different sizes.
Yes, that's very true. Or maybe it's
That's somehow more questionable than what I've heard.
or maybe it's a baguette made of rice.
Yes. With rice in it.
Rice in it. That's
In it?
very British.
Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't know.
two people in here are at least somewhat British.
It's British, in it.
Please don't know me.
I suppose there's British in them.
Oh, it's a 50. That's a bad. Jesus Christ! I actually jumped. Oh my God! I was cutting the corner and the van came around the corner. That's karma.
And also, it's so ironic that the two guys that went lost are British.
I also took the wrong turn just because I was concerned about the disconnect and had no
Yeah.
way to follow.
Yeah.
I was just following Paradise.
And I was just following Lonely while being distracted by all the disconnecting stuff.
I was unable
Try to
follow
keep
anyone.
me on the GPS.
Yeah, that helps a ton when disconnected.
Eagle, how fast are you going?
75 exactly.
Oh, now I need to brake.
Don't know
Right.
what engine do you have?
The biggest one that's available, like 600 something horsepower.
Oh, not the 760.
It's a Duff.
Oh, I thought you were driving the Volvo. That explains
also
the
the-
slow acceleration.
Also, the
I'm-
biggest Volvo engine is only 750 horsepower, it's not 760 if I'm informed
Eagle,
correctly.
don't say a word. Not a single one.
Why are we
I'm not
stopped?
going
Oh
to.
yeah, it is 750.
Why are we stopped?
Because Eagle stopped.
Why are you guys obeying traffic laws?
I did not want to cut across a lane of traffic with active AI pouring from the direction. Thank you very much for obeying the traffic laws and ramming my fucking ass again.
Hey, you just swore.
I noticed.
We made it!
Oh yeah,
Well,
let's.
it's like a rare Pokemon or what?
What? What did
It's
you
not
call
there.
it?
It's definitely not there.
Did you just say Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Sorry, I slowcased it.
He just became shiny by swearing.
Is that a shiny Pikachu?
Pokemon.
I can also
Now-
call it Pokemon, if you so want.
Oh my God, no.
From now on, it's surprised shiny Pikachu face.
I mean, no, let's not go there.
Right, I'll just
Yeah, let's go
rechat.
somewhere else.
Let's rechat.
Let's go to Byzantium.
Let's go to Istanbul.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Constantinople or something.
Yes.
I mean, I'm fine with any of them.
Let's go to
Oh,
the
we're
biggest
turning
city
out.
in Istanbul. Wait, no. That was a brain fart.
That was a nice brain part.
I meant to say Turkey.
Sure. So VGR says, Eliza, welcome to Romania, the only country where everything gets stolen. I see.
No,
Room
we still have
five.
more
Moving your
Romania.
horse?
Can't have shit in.
I don't know.
Man, wait, where are you going? We're supposed to turn off.
I swear to
Sorry.
God, we just got lost.
Swear to God,
I shouldn't have had the GPS on.
you're reading chat.
Tango.
That's why.
My GPS even told me to turn
Yeah,
off
mine
the-
told me to turn off as well.
Yes,
Yeah, I
You didn't
You were
look at the
just reading
GPS,
chat.
You were just going straight.
was distracted by wanting to continue reading chat. Yeah,
Trying
Rune's
to be a
about.
good streamer.
My engine is making strange noises.
Hang on, let me read chat. Welcome to the chat room. There we go. I've read chat.
What about blue chat?
Look at him flexing on us.
I have no viewers.
Mwahaha.
Let me open up 12 tabs in Chrome and kill my
Actually-
computer subsequently.
I have one
Uh,
viewer.
Eagle, that's so
It's a bot.
uncomfortably close to the barrier.
This area is nice.
What
oh
is-
yes.
No time. What is uncomfortably close, according to you?
Lower than 50 centimeters.
What? There's plenty of room. You've got like miles of room.
Yeah, but you are not on my level of driving where I just crash to the barrier and fly to the sky.
Right.
Blimey.
Just Apollo 11 to the stratosphere.
Right. So, according to a trucker that I know, or several truckers that I know from my job IRL, less than 10 centimeters is not lots of room. Anything above 10 centimeters is lots of room.
Yeah. You just
Oh.
need time to go through there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All that matters is the speed of which you pass whatever object it is that you need to pass.
If you pass it slowly enough, even if you hit it, nothing will happen.
Yep.
Train.
Yeah.
What for?
For moving
life.
people.
What a...
Because with passenger cars, coaches.
You told me to train, but what should I train for?
Your life.
Hune
Oh, no, sorry.
do... What?
So,
Hune doara.
Yeah, I tried to get that right in my mind, but it vanished before I could get it right.
Yeah, I just...
what were you reading?
Anyone need fuel?
Alright, that.
But I do need
engine
to-
repair.
Stop.
Does it have a
Where do
sleeping
I-
spot as well?
Does it have a what?
Sleeping spot?
No.
There's one coming up
Darn.
though. There's one coming up.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
that's-
sleeping spot coming up, so that's
That was the wrong key. Sorry, Lonely.
But what happened there? Why did tractor stop? What happened? I was in the process of overtaking the AI truck and then it just stopped. That's on stream as well. That is strange.
We'll wait for you at the rest area.
Thank you.
Do you need to rest as well?
No, I don't have fatigue simulation on all traffic offenses. Runespath XD. Oh no.
Why after looking at you driving?
Huh. Yeah. Vijar, Eliza here is correct. Hunedoara. Hunedoara. Sure. That's how you say it. Oh, I see. And your chat Paradise, perhaps. Hunedoara. I don't know.
Arra.
Because if you pronounce it with a Danish R, it would be Hunedoara.
I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh,
Which
this
is
is
quite funny.
interesting.
I feel like we're the only nation that actually pronounces R's like that. Is that
Mhm.
Well, Germany does it as well.
Oh yeah, Germany. And I think Norwegian, at least
Perhaps.
modern Norwegian. I think it might actually be Blockmål.
Not sure.
Lonely the rolling stop.
Yep.
And in your chat Paradise, Runespot says, I saw that. The
Yeah, I
sliding.
saw that as well.
Alright.
I did a ramming stop.
I
What?
figured that a rolling stop was justifiable. Of course, Mr. Real Life Trucker got the flags and reversed into parking spot.
Me wanting to take a screenshot of all our trucks facing the same way.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Brent's gonna have the back in it.
Alright then.
Where should I go?
Could you send some of those screenshots or
No,
upload
in
them?
between me and Lonely.
I will.
Because I'm not gonna be able to close that gap without reversing.
Okay.
Who has a car horn?
Me. That's the actual horn of the truck. This is the air horn, and that's the actual horn.
Yeah, same car-like.
Yeah.
And the parked AI is just one of us. That looks
He's
like
like really angry
One
because he
of
wanted
us.
to sleep.
One
probably.
of us.
He's unable
One
to
of
sleep.
us.
Truck of the Year 2013. I see.
That's the Iveco, right?
Yes.
The highway one.
Yeah, one on John.
2021 was the Duff.
Screenshot. Don't go yet. I was just getting my camera out.
Eagle.
Oh, there we
Eagle.
go.
Just
That's a great screenshot.
Turned into a hot air balloon.
That's a great screenshot. I got that on camera.
And somebody managed to encapsulate AI.
Oh, sure dice.
Caught in 1080p.
Oh my god! This is...
Paradise, will you ever learn to not crash into me when maneuvering?
That's enough of
That
that.
police car there. Bonk,
feel like-
that's fine.
I
I'm
feel like
still.
we're,
yeah, the
we're
issue-
here like a mafia mob or something.
You can go ahead.
You don't even want to know what's going on.
Yeah, lonely. The issue was that I had my camera in the outside, and then I went back in the inside, and I'm not that used to mouse steering yet because previous
What
to the
is
stream.
this?
What is what? What is what?
Oh, the AI is crashed here.
Nice.
Oh.
Well, is that a random road event?
Yeah, that
No.
might be. Yeah, we have that.
Technically,
I mean,
it would
they-
be.
I'm pretty sure this is not a random road event.
Whoops!
It looks. Yeah, it looks quite. It looks quite.
I swear to God, Brent.
I mean,
quite
they,
AI.
they have these dynamic events. I don't know how they are
Yeah.
like dynamic in terms of moving or dynamic in terms of they're a little different each.
Dynamic in just changing positions of
Yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah.
I think. I think it's
And-
that.
Because
and
we
assets.
The Daniels
that-
mod changes the position of the vehicles within the event and the position of the event. Because the event is
Oh.
just tied to a road type, not a
Is that a
specific
train
location.
up
I
there.
see.
Is that a train bridge up there?
It looks
Yes.
like it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I can see the catenary.
It looks like an untrained bridge.
Ah.
Oh my god, shut up.
How can
He
you
looks
tell?
pretty pro.
Yeah, actually, it would be pretty pro because it looks old.
Ah.
Pretty experienced in
you
this
already-
in its field. Wait.
I mean, getting already just.
I think it was
It's
on a
not
slope,
a
not a
field.
field. Ah,
This bridge looks a little more professional.
That looks nice. Haha.
Wow.
seconds before. Yeah, these barriers look pretty vicious because if you, like the walls, because if you like swerve into
Yeah.
them, your car will just hit the side and spin out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would. But you
There's a
wouldn't
reason
go over the
guardrails
edge.
are flat and slippery.
What you say, Lonely?
There's a reason guardrails are usually flat and slippery.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Because they're meant to just absorb
Deflect,
the energy
yeah.
and deflect.
Yeah.
But these walls.
Oh, that AI! Jesus. I think I just took its
He's
mirror.
a fast boy.
Yeah, he went fast around the corner. And he nearly
Oh, yeah.
collided with me because my trailer
It's
was
84
on the middle
trucks
line.
here.
Yeah, but
Also,
that
it's
doesn't
80.
mean you're supposed to drive exactly 80.
Yeah, that's why I'm slowing
It's a
to not run
maximum
equal.
limit, not a You're supposed to drive this speed.
Unless
So
you're
you
in
mean-
Germany.
Unless you're in Germany.
Germany is the place where you get driven off the road for going the speed limit.
Yep.
Well, in
This
that
bit-
case, it seems like Germany needs a case of re-education in drivers.
In that case, Germany
won't
looks
do
like
anything.
southern Slovakia.
Well, if it will not do anything, then Germans just needs re-education.
That
Radiation.
won't do anything. Unless we're.
Well,
unless
then I
we're
guess we
talking
just need to
human rights.
remove Germany from existence.
No.
Are you sure
Hashtag
you want to
send nukes.
remove Germany?
Eagle,
Hashtag
it's
fake
just,
news.
they just reworked it in ETS2.
Yeah, it would be a shame. Also, where would I live?
In the void.
You probably in Czechia.
I don't want to
The
end up in
best-
that place, please.
The western part would probably go to France. The north would go to Denmark
Yeah.
and Poland, and the east
No.
and south would go
No,
to
Edie.
Czechia and
No.
Austria. What?
The western part would go to America, Britain and France, and the eastern part would go to Soviet Russia.
Yeah.
Oh.
And divide
Didn't
Berlin
know
as
that.
well.
Ooh, ruins.
Yes.
We'll take West Berlin to America, and East Berlin will take.
No,
take away
actually-
the trucks and plop it right in front of Moscow.
Yes, and
Actually,
Well,
France
yeah,
would-
I want-
to make the economic situation in Germany equal, I propose West Germany should this time go to Russia, while the East goes to America, Britain, and France.
Ah, yes.
I
Honestly,
have
where do you
connection
get
issues.
inspiration?
Maybe they would get white street lamps.
No
in
idea.
Germany.
And
you
I'm disconnected again.
Slowly you
I
disappear.
No.
I just got a nosebleed.
Oh, let's go ahead and stop then.
Let's try.
Yeah, I'll pull over somewhere and rejoin.
I have no idea where am I going.
The quickest refuel in the West.
A quilk.
Wait,
This is
the kid
also
back?
helpful to me.
You
Hey, that's not fair, Kango. You didn't go in there properly.
Ah.
I don't think the
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
would be able to reach the
The fuel cap.
yes. I don't think they would be
Yeah.
able to reach the
I think they've got enough
Maybe.
fuel to reach the truck's fuel capacity.
Cap. Yeah. VGR says. Wait, where are you guys? Are you going through the the Geo Gorge? If the Geo Gorge is between Hunedoara and Craiova, then yeah. Not sure where it is though. Eliza, what the hell are you doing? Cold War 2?
We're not going for the
Is
barge.
that,
We're going
is that
for
the new Call of Duty?
right. So just so you guys know, we're going to Craiova, Pitești, Bucharest, Ruse, Varna, Burgas, Edirne, and Istanbul.
burger.
Also, it's been over an hour now. We are not even halfway in there.
That's nice to know.
That's what she said.
Oh, can we wait for 5 minutes? I need
Train!
to pull up
There's a train on the
flowers.
left.
Odd.
No time. You
yes.
said you had a bloody nose, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
he did.
Yeah.
That's why he wants to wait.
I hope he's not tilting his head back.
No, he knows that trick.
Oh.
Do not do that.
So anyone here who doesn't know why you shouldn't tilt your head back when you have a bloody nose?
Let me guess, it runs to your brain.
No, it runs down your throat, and if there's enough, it could block your airways. But there
I
needs to
see.
be a lot for that.
Yeah.
VGR says it is. I think it was referring to something else. But yeah.
Lonely, is that a Schwarzmüller trailer?
No,
No, it isn't.
it isn't.
It-
Schwarzmüller
Disconnected?
isn't available in
No.
5 axle combinations.
Yeah, it has. What does it have? It has 3 and 4 axles, right?
No, it got 5 axles total.
What? No, it's a Schwarzmüller trailer.
Oh yeah, the Schwarzmüller trailer only got 3 accidents. That's it.
Oh, alright.
That was so funny, no
Screenshot.
time indeed.
What happened?
Well, I parked up next to him, and he was worried that I was going to go in front of him, so he went a little bit more forward, then I went a little bit more forward, then he went a little bit more forward.
Quickly, just stop, please. I want a screenshot. Brand, you as well. I think it's Brand. Yes, Brand.
Lonely, you do realize Eagle has to go ahead because he's got the nav map. Like
If he
the
goes straight, he'll be able to go right past me.
Well, my nosebleed stopped, so that's
That's
great.
good.
Nice. That's good.
a fortuitous turn of events.
I should redo this.
Oh, another train. Oh,
Nice.
Start them.
Also, no time. Maybe don't run into a wall head first next time.
Yeah, you should sit further from your monitors so you don't hit it with your nose.
Yeah.
Or just dodge the flying trash can.
My cola
Yeah.
ran
Or
out.
maybe just turn down physical camera movement in the game a bit.
Yeah.
So you don't get shakiness around as much in your truck and could hit potentially stuff.
Yeah, my cola ran out, so I'm gonna go fetch a new cola.
VGR says CFR class 65. That was the train, probably, but the locomotive. Modernized version of the CFR class 60 and 61.
Let's
Right.
just see what I can do here.
nominal 25,000 liters. Capacity 6,604 US gallons. Or is it nominal capacity and then the two things? Like, how are you supposed to read that? Is it 2 columns or is it 2 lines?
On my trailer?
Yeah, on the back. Is it nominal capacity and then the 2 units? That would make more sense, probably. Yeah.
I think so. VGR says.
Aw. Eagle at no time are cuddling.
Yes.
Hmm? What?
Look, your trucks are cuddling.
Bingo.
Genius, you'll get another nosebleed.
Eagle, you need to. You know how we've already gone over an hour and we're not.
Alrighty then, I am back.
No time! Don't! You're
Oh.
screwing up the whole cab!
No.
I think Eagle's going the other way around. Kango, you need to let Eagle
Oh,
pass.
sorry. Sorry. Ah. That was close. So VGR.
This is a true car crash
Should I
of the
really
stream.
go last, being as slow as I am?
Yes. See ya.
No, come on, let's let him overtake.
Eagle, are you challenging me?
What? No, I'm not. Fuck off.
Eagle,
Fuck off.
Eagle,
Brand, you can overtake.
Eagle.
Fuck
Oh.
off, mate.
Yeah, it might be better if
Lonely.
Time.
Lonely overtook Brant and you, and then
Yeah.
it was you and then Brant.
Okay.
Maybe.
Come on.
Because that way, there's someone behind to make sure if you
Eagle
turn
was
off the
there.
wrong way.
Nothing?
Alright.
I swear to God, I'm gonna drive up to Nitrat.
How are you though? With
All
what?
right.
You don't
So-
have a car. You don't have a license either.
So now we know.
We have the power of friendship.
We already know.
Now we know that Tom lives south of Iggy.
No.
No, I actually live
You
north
said
of
I'm
Eagle.
gonna drive up to Nitra. Not a single one of you guys stopped at that stop sign.
Well, it could be
I
just
did.
the
Fuck
center
you.
of the earth. Like
Yeah,
it could
but
be
I
about-
didn't mention you
Lower in
and you.
elevation.
yeah, up to like elevation wise.
Iggy,
I mean,
Iggy, you were not included in you in that sentence.
Okay.
In that one?
Oh wow, it's foggy. IFR
raining.
is foggy.
Oh look, it's Battersea Power Station.
Oh, that's why it's raining, because we're in Britain now.
Yeah.
They did claim this
Hey,
part of the country
We better
after all,
remember to drive on the wrong side of the road then.
or something.
Okay.
Hey, it's useful for sword fighting.
No, the AI doesn't know that yet. Don't do that.
Oh no, the AI doesn't know how to drive on the wrong side of the road like
It's
Britain.
not. The AI still thinks that it's not part of the UK.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back over there.
Look out!
Yeah, I made it work just in time.
Oh my god!
That was
Man.
maximum braking.
And for me, it's still sunny.
For me, it's
I
like
was not
40,
expecting
I
you
can
guys to
only
come
see
to a
like
full
50
stop
meters
all of a
something.
sudden.
We were waiting.
Stop waiting!
Oh my god, why did it stop here?
Yeah, exactly!
It's right behind the turn.
Yeah,
I stopped
exactly!
because Eagle stopped, so that's why I had to stop.
Come on,
Eagle's on the
overtake.
bike path. Or,
Technically a sidewalk.
yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
technically a pavement.
Eagle is on the cement
Isn't
blocks.
the road a pavement as well?
Don't you dare pull out in front of me.
I'm just gonna let Sherdays pass.
I think in terms of what to call a sidewalk, there's differences in UK and US and Australia and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are in none of the places you've mentioned.
I thought we'd established that we are in London.
No longer. We've passed the power station. I don't know why
Something
it's
tells
raining.
me we're not in London anymore.
I guess the weather's stuck to us.
You've got license to be British, mate.
No.
If you look on my stream, you can see it's still sunny.
No, it's very, very foggy.
On my stream, it isn't.
IFR, it's foggy.
Odd.
It's
Very
foggy
odd.
and raining.
Uh-huh.
It's strange
Foggy and
because
raining.
you'd think that it would first change on the host side, and then the clients might be on a delay, and they'll change later. But
Nope.
if it rains for the clients and the host still has sun, it's odd.
Well, the host has a lot to worry
There's a
about.
detailed weather simulation, whereas
Huh.
the clients just get start rain. Well, it slowly, really slowly fades in for the host. It just starts for the others. Same for the end.
And no amount is specified so for the
Yeah.
clients. So
All right.
the intensity of
That's
the
what I'm
rain
guessing happened.
for the clients, I think is just set to 1 of a value between 0 and
0 and 1.
with
Yeah, I
maybe
see.
like 1 decimal or something like
Maybe. But it's not even cloudy yet for me.
I don't know why it's raining for me. Well, except that it was just explained.
Yeah. VGR, so it is, he said, was referring to the Geo Gorge being between those cities.
Alright.
Nice. You're gonna pass Robonari, then Filasi, then Craiova.
I think we've just entered Filasi.
Nice. Might be. Okay, you guys coming up on where I live in Craiova. Writing this for when Kango sees it. Alright, nice. Is that so? Is that the case then? This Filasi.
that. Jesus.
What happened?
We're almost in Craiova.
Ah, now it's raining.
Just saw the intersection coming up on the GPS and I was like, I better slow down because if I only brake whenever I see the guys in front of me braking, I won't make it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what almost happened to me.
That's what happened to me.
Because
Eagle, you're fading out.
follow him on the map.
Yeah. I'm not fading out for long. I'm behind the slow AI truck now.
Oh, see, there we are.
Oh, that's a light.
VGR says.
Lighting?
Yes.
And lightning as well.
Lightning, you mean?
Ah, there was a
The red
lighting.
race car.
There's lighting from the lightning.
Oh, right.
Good. VGR says I.
Lights of the race car.
What?
Don't break. Don't forget to break.
Don't break.
Crayola!
Alright then.
I expect you to see it later, but stop on the bridge and look right. No, the first bridge. So it's not this. Is this bridge? It's foggy a bit. The
Sorry.
Next one.
Sorry, Tom, I'm gonna have to break.
Is my truck? Is the engine working? I think it is. Okay. Right.
Left.
Go straight on. And all that.
Guys, I have to confess something.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Thanks for that.
Are you sure that you wanted to have the rain probability set this high?
I wanted to turn it down, but I forgot. Should I turn it down?
Yes, please, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. VGR says, okay, stop and look right. I will do. Let's do that now. I've got my hazards on.
Why would you stop in the middle of the road? Now Brent is gonna ram me. Brent, brake.
I've not stopped in the middle of a road.
I
I've
did.
stopped on the edge of a road.
I'll just disable the rain for now.
Actually, I have a better idea of where we can wait.
There's a garage up ahead.
So VGR
Yes.
says, where I live is right in front of you. So that's...
Ah,
that town. Oh, that's nice. The town...
Anyways,
The sun's a bit low rise, but... That's nice.
I wanted to confess something.
You took a wrong turn.
No,
That's where I live.
I've created a
Right.
new mini game,
Oh no.
No, Eagle,
but we need
no.
promotes for it, so you're
Oh,
safe
boy.
for now.
does it involve
Going to be like
100% rain probability?
geoguesser or something.
Does it involve 100%
No,
probability?
it's not going to be GeoGuessr. It's going to be blind navigation.
Oh
In
god.
the rain?
So does
Done
it...
with the shitty sign readability in Eurotruck.
Yes,
Yeah,
my
but-
engine died.
Promotes.
So like I said a couple of times, does it involve 100% rain probability?
No,
Aw.
no eternal rains. We've had enough of them now.
I've disabled the rain.
I feel like tunnel rain. that
Anyways.
sounds like a game zone.
Yes?
Blind navigation. You guys can kind of guess what it's about, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you close your eyes and then...
Everyone gets a job, the same job. Everyone turns off the GPS, and then they just have to go to the destination with just reading the signs.
I've
like
tried
a
that.
5-minute delayed start for everyone. Like one starts, then wait like 5 minutes. Next one starts. So we just don't go as a pack, but everybody has to figure it out on their own.
We would have
Or
to do
maybe
it
like
in.
2 minutes head start or something.
We would have
In
to
that
do it
case,
in
someone
France
has-
or Iberia or Italy, because else it would be an advantage for at least one of the players because of the fact that they live in that country.
Yeah.
Why don't we do
I
it in
just-
the UK? Oh wait.
What are you doing?
Brian, why do you see white lights coming from your truck?
Because I missed.
You got
Sure,
space.
sure dice. Oh, thank you.
I had to repair.
I had to repair too, but...
I've got an idea. Since it's getting nighttime now,
Also, I've
should
got to
I? Should
I have to
I?
sleep.
One moment. Should I end the convoy, sleep, and then start it back up again? So
I
that's
mean,
we're
no,
not,
it's fine by
Nah.
me.
so that
Right,
we're not
that's
driving at night for the rest of the day. Should I do that?
No,
Night is fine by me.
Or sign.
I think the majority
Wait a
of the
minute.
journey will just.
Before I'm just going to hop across the road. Actually, where can I sleep? Do I have to own the garage on the other side to be able to sleep there?
No, you
At
can
the
see
garage.
the mechanic. There's some parking spots there.
So one moment.
Yeah.
VGR says a bit more inwards, but that's my hood. Right. Nice. Says Runes Path. Convoy sleep, is this new? No, I suggested that I end the
What
convoy.
just crashed me?
Can't sleep
Sorry.
like that.
So I suggested to end the convoy, then that I sleep and that I started back up again, so it's day. Which, I don't know.
No.
I'm indifferent to it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind the night, but in this game, it's like pitch black. Like, it's like literally black, and not like in Spin Tires where you can still see stuff, but you can see nothing at night in this game. So
Turn
that's
on your
why.
lights, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe give your brightness a little.
You can't see much.
Sure, guys, that might not be a good point in time to reverse. I mean, there's really nowhere really for you to go at the moment.
Yeah, I was trying to.
You guys have never played when you were kids with the little plastic toys to put the correct shape into the correct hole. That's what it looks like right now.
Well, I mean, even if you tried to do all of them simultaneously, you'd have some trouble as well as a kid.
I was trying to open up the space. I wanted to go forwards, but then Kango was there, so I wanted to open the space that he could go in because I thought that he needed to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't need to sleep.
So you're playing the game where you have
I would do, but
you're
Well,
playing the
that's
game where you have a rectangle full of little cubes and you have to move them around
Yes.
in order to have them in order with just one empty space.
You mean the sliding block puzzle?
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just so you know, we have approximately 35 minutes till the end.
Oh my god, dude.
oh yeah.
Oh,
I can't really steer like this, sorry.
right. See you alone.
Like what?
Outside, without seeing what the steering wheel is set at.
Huh. So VGR says, and that's my garage in my hometown in ETS2. Alright, back there.
Nice.
Yeah, we can go.
IRL. IRL, there's a Volkswagen dealership there. Alright, opposite that or just around here probably?
I remember to turn on your lights again if you went to repair.
Eagle? Okay.
Yes, yes.
I'm not doing that.
Ah.
Sure, guys, may I cut in front of you?
Sure, go ahead.
First, the eye needs to clear away a little though. I won't fit there. All we do is that way.
Cut in front of the MAN.
No, I wasn't quick enough, and behind that MAN there's nothing coming, so...
Okay. But now I've got those between us all the time.
Thanks. I mean, that won't really matter. I'm slow anyway.
I
The
don't
yield
know.
sign.
I'll let them pass.
Okay.
What yield sign?
Come on.
Just keep going straight.
Come on.
I
was wondering why Jenna was stopped there, and I wanted
Actually,
to... let
Go
him
ahead,
know.
go ahead, go ahead.
It would be better to follow the road.
Yeah.
But how can you follow something that you're on?
Don't. Alright, that was Brand. I thought it was an AI truck.
I think if you didn't follow something you were on, you wouldn't be on it for much longer.
Good point.
VGR, opposite, alright. Anyway, I'm off to play Prey. Good luck, I'm leaving you with Eliza. Alright.
Hey, which one?
Okay. Pray tell.
Oh,
Haha. Bye, VGR.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming. And yeah, the realistic vehicle lights do look good.
I didn't even notice like a big difference, that they just look so normal.
It looks like a lens flare.
biggest difference is the brightness of the brake lights of other players in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like getting brighter?
Yes, much.
Yeah, then, yeah. It just looks realistic, that's why I didn't even notice any difference. with
Yeah.
it.
On the yeah.
This is a great mod. It's one of my essential mods. That's why.
yeah, with this mod you can't really see the shape of the tail lights anymore if they're on, I find.
Yeah, I mean, as you would in real life.
Yeah. Visibility is better than
And,
details like that, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, at night or something, then yeah, but if it's day, then you can. I mean, it depends how close you are.
Yeah.
VGR, Prey happens in 2032 when Eliza is 12. Ah.
Is it
So
the
that
new
means
Prey
that
game
she's
from... Is it 2016 or 2018? I know
I'm not
there's
sure.
2 games with the title Prey, and
Mhm.
they're pretty different from each other. I don't know the earlier one, but I know the 2016 Prey, which I can't remember at the moment if it's from 2016 or 2018.
Now I'm wondering if there's a game that's called Prey, as in Pray.
There probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably some
Either-
shitty game from the 90s made by some church group from America.
It's either like a
Probably
really
bad.
shitty church thing or really brilliant something else.
Prey with E, he says. And yeah, as she's canonically born on December 10th, 2023. So Eliza's not even born yet. How is she in chat then?
What?
That's interesting. The all caps game. Oh, I see.
Oh, the all caps game. Yeah, I don't know that one.
I don't know either. In her universe. Alright.
Stop flashing at me.
Sorry.
I'm going 50. Or do you
Yeah,
want me
the
to pass it on?
No, it's fine. No.
I can flash in the eye, that's all I can do.
Yeah, I have to go like 55 to keep up with Lonely, because well actually like 60 now because of stutter.
Yeah, I'm doing like 55 myself, just because
All right, then that's why.
that's where my foot decided to hold.
Eagle, what you did just then?
Oh, no, it's going without cruise control.
Well, not in towns. And especially with heavy loads.
Yeah,
I
with
just
heavy loads is
Put my foot down and wait. That's nothing else I could do.
Yep. That's what I do in
roads
in
and
my
city
car
traffic.
IRL as well.
I mean, I use cruise control for like highway stuff, but
I don't have cruise
other
control in
stuff
my
not
car.
really. Yeah.
I just
I
put my
got
foot
cruise
down
control.
and hope to reach 80 before the on-ramp ends.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I'm only going 60.
Oh, there's a Wall of Trucks ad.
Yeah, those are pretty common in the game.
Hmm.
I've never noticed any of those before. Maybe I've seen it, but I haven't really registered.
There's also like American Truck Simulator ads and
Yeah,
also
those
bus
I've seen.
stuff.
Nice. Would be interesting if they still put bus driver ads in the game.
I don't think they did.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so either.
ETS2. Whatever that little squiggle means.
VGR, canonically the main game of Target 3 happens in the summer of 2045.
Hello, Eagle.
Right, I see.
Egg?
Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
I'm just going really slowly down to that little question mark up there. Waiting for Eagle.
Yeah, I can just overtake
Okay.
us, Eagle.
Sure.
I like this red stuff actually.
John, you did.
Realistic.
Nice.
Whoops.
Home
fact
Depot.
that I had to go into that little side right there to unlock it.
They don't have House Depot in here. They have Dome Depot, which means House Depot. Amazing.
Isn't that store called Home Depot though?
That's an American
I
store.
don't know. Home
Yeah.
House Depot.
I think in ATS it's called.
The
House.
house store is it in ATS? It's the house store, I think.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. I wasn't sure exactly, but
That reminds me
yes,
of the Scandinavia
But I'm in
DLC ones.
right.
The Scandinavia DLC ones are quite funny for me because of course I live in Scandinavia.
Yeah, like
Like-
Ika.
Yeah, Ika
Mhm.
or Aria
Yeah.
instead of Arla.
Yeah.
Mhm.
IKEA, the new IKEA.
Or Nordic
Kia.
crown instead of Danish crown.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it's called in real life.
That's
Wait,
the
always
excuse
on
they
the
had
highway.
to make to be able to put it everywhere in Scandinavia instead of just Denmark.
Isn't that just like the only way to make money for the Danish royalty, or
No, Danish crown is actually a company that sells meat.
isn't it just? It sounds like just going from the name, it sounds like a money laundering business.
Lamar. Nah, we don't have stuff like that.
Yeah, you definitely don't have money laundering and crime in Denmark. No, that would be.
The only crime we have is Polish truck drivers and Romanian truck drivers and what's it called? I can't remember.
German truck drivers.
No, we don't have a lot of those actually.
Yeah, because
Not
the one
ones
that would be.
work in Denmark and have moved
Yeah.
to Denmark.
Yeah, or live in Germany and work in Denmark.
Yeah, we have a lot of that by the border.
Yes, obviously, because.
Oh, there's a
wages in
truck there.
Denmark are
Alright,
high
turn on
and-
your lights. You don't have
Yes.
lights on your trailer.
I do.
Mangoni.
Now I do now.
No, you don't. No lights on your trailer. There we go, now there's lights. Now there's lights.
I
No,
thought-
there's no lights.
They're LED lights, very small.
Ah, alright. So those aren't
they were
fixed by the mod. I
They
see.
were off a minute ago, a second ago.
Yeah, they're not on at all right now.
It's they only on the top, like the top and bottom, like that. Can you see them now?
Oh, they're extremely weak. I have to turn off my own
Yeah.
lights to be able to see them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the brake lights are still quite bright.
The brake lights are bright, and that's one of the main things that the
matters.
realistic lights thingy fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Although it does
now
make sense.
Oh,
If
sh- we're
it-
turning off here.
if SES puts all that effort into making the way the lights illuminate more realistic in the way that they look, then why would they put the lens flares up so strong that you can't see any of it anymore?
For realism.
But then why even bother making the actual lights that
Close up.
realistic?
Alright
Close
then. That
Oh, what happened? What happened, Brand?
AI car.
Uh,
I thought it wasn't turning off the roundabout, but then it turned off the roundabout through my truck.
Ah,
Oh, it's one of these that wasn't like correctly synced.
Yeah,
Just went.
concerning.
They're annoying.
yeah. Basically just
Yeah.
offset by 2 meters. Whee!
VGR says, by the prequel DLC, Target Afghanistan happens in 2041, during the Second Afghanistan War, 2041 to 2043. I see. I wouldn't know.
oh, I would have thought that one was enough.
You'd
Well-
think so?
It wasn't enough on World Wars.
True. Although, at the time, it wasn't called World War One. It was just called the Great War. So technically, the Second World War was the First World War, and then it got renamed.
My World War isn't working
Wasn't the
properly.
Second World War the war to end all
Turn it
wars?
on or turn it off and on again.
Wait, is your war not working?
Yeah, my war didn't work properly.
Have you tried asking the Austrian IT guy about it?
Oh no.
Okay, that's an inside joke. I'm guessing that not everybody gets.
I think
I don't.
that's an outside joke.
This is the worst intersection in the entire road to the Black Sea DLC.
And therefore,
I beg to differ.
Oh, what happened?
Whee! That's a decent.
No time
do you
indeed.
think?
No time indeed. You.
What is happening?
No time indeed. 100% damage.
Okay. Well,
I just got flew into by eagle.
Good thing that I have a recording of that.
I'm at under. Yeah. No
You
time
have
indeed.
absolutely no idea what happened on my side.
Yeah.
could
Just
someone?
the
Could someone?
you see
Go ahead.
I've got a rescue. I'm at 100% damage.
the Renault truck
Oh
next to
my
us.
God.
It just full speeded into the bus that's in front of Eagle and flew. That bus hit Eagle. Eagle hit me, and I hit Shardice.
Okay, I've got a rescue.
Same.
Oh.
Everything was at 100% damage. Everything.
I guess I'm not keeping this progress after we're done.
It did the
Eagle.
desync again.
Eagle. This is
I'm
getting
not-
mad out of hand.
I just saw my life flash in front of my fucking eyes.
Keep
Me
at
too.
least 1 kilometer of distance in all
Yeah.
direction to anything.
Yeah.
Even
let's
the
all go
leaves
up
on the
in the
trees.
air.
I swear to God, Eagle will just fly into me because a leaf flown in front of him.
Oh, lonely.
Oh Jesus! No!
Oh boy.
I
That's
swear to
so much.
God.
I'm now on negative 23,000.
I have to get a low.
Get
Wonderful.
better
Where's
internet.
everyone?
This is not about the internet. This is about everything. Just
Oh, hello.
Hey, don't block the entrance. Oh, I've got a rest as well.
That's an exit.
Is there a rest place here?
Yeah.
Where?
I'm
Oh, is
having internet issues.
Oh, there's not. There's not.
this is
Oh,
going great.
there goes lonely. Uh oh. I'm gonna go to the left lane.
Yeah, I will pull over and then rejoin.
Alright.
It's not that cold.
Probably
just-
disconnected again.
We'll just have to try to catch up with you somehow.
Eagle really thought that went through.
Yes. Stop up ahead. I don't like ketchup though.
There is a server named Bismarck.
Of course.
Burn
there
it.
is.
What's named Bismarck?
Another Eurostar convoy station that's named Bismarck.
After the ship or the guy?
What the fuck?
Probably the guy because the ship was named after the guy.
Isn't there also a town in the US called Bismarck?
Guys,
Of course there's a town in the US named Bismarck. There's like
What?
8 Springfields in every state.
Yeah.
No, wrong way. Wrong. Which way are you going?
I'm going to the rest stop.
Ah, I don't need that. Where's everyone? Oh, they're there.
Psychiatric.
Oh, they're there. Oh, no.
Kango,
Oh,
I
no.
think you've gone the wrong way, haven't you?
I followed my GPS.
you forgot.
I still know where that comes from.
Maybe mistyping. Forgot.
I
the
thought so,
T.
but then
The
people
forgot
kept
is
doing it.
basically from a mistype, but it's It's suddenly gotten very popular for no apparent reason.
Strange.
Yeah, everybody just forgot how to read where it went.
Yeah, it's quite
Hmm.
funny.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to turn around.
I find it funny as well that it's gotten so popular that it has an Urban Dictionary article. But if you search for it without the skull, it means something very different, and very NSFW as well.
Hmm.
At Rule 34.
Yeah.
Well,
I find it funny that there's actually a lot of people that refer to Rule 34 despite not knowing the rules of the internet.
Yes. Because that one got vastly popular.
Yep.
Rule 1. If you type anything suspicious, you're immediately on 2000 lists.
Even if you don't type, that's rated as suspicious activity, and you'll get put in another 2000 list.
You can actually go through the rules. I have the
Because
file
not
saved.
typing anything suspicious is in itself suspicious.
Yes. Because not typing anything would classify you as a lurker, and therefore looking at information, and therefore you could be a spy because you're looking at stuff.
Eagle.
Oh, I don't have the file saved. I just have it saved, the Reddit post for it. Right.
I have the feeling that I'm going to catch up with everyone before Kango is.
probably. I'm turning around now.
Oh,
If you look at the
that's
map, you'll see me.
AI truck was hiding in my blind spot. That's his own fault because there's no lane markings.
Yeah.
That's how it works,
For
right?
anyone wondering,
Do not. Do not.
For anybody wondering why I'm so slow, my total weight is 60 tons.
Because I don't usually do that much with trucks, but more with trains, 60 tons to me sounds very light. But then I remember, oh, yeah, it's trucks, not trains.
Speaking of train, there's one passing us right now, and you guys are perfectly in the way of the AI, which is now perfectly in the way of me.
Oh.
Oh, that's an unfortunate side effect.
I'm not there.
I guess that happens.
It might actually be day until we get going again.
No, hold on. It's frozen for me. Hold on one moment. It's now unfrozen.
You guys said.
Sorry, what?
Oh, Kango.
Yeah, I took the wrong turn. I followed my GPS, and I had to turn around because I had to rescue to the repair stop because I got flung through the air into a field next to a forest, and then I had to rescue because everything was at 100% damage. So I had to take a loan. I rescued to the repair shop. I went the wrong way. Now I'm going back.
That is not a good sign. I just pressed M to look at the map, and it took so maybe 5 or 7 seconds for all the icons to load in.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yeah,
Though.
Sure.
I think so.
Kango took another wrong turn,
Yes.
didn't you?
Really?
Oh, wait. Okay, he's going good now.
Yeah, that
I couldn't have found
Guys,
that
you don't know how to read a map even when it's so clear.
Well, I mean, the road margins aren't exactly in the road, and the specific layout of an intersection is not really visible.
Yeah, I couldn't
I
have gone
think it's
left.
fairly visible judging from the map.
Mm.
It could seem that one should have gone like on the left side on the triangular intersection before that, but that's just the way it could have seemed.
We are barely into Bulgaria, and it's been like 1 3/4 of an hour.
It's been almost 2 hours, yeah.
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 That tells you something about how well the stream is going.
Yep.
This place isn't that easy to navigate at night. Wait, are both of these open? No, that's a car one on the left.
You gotta take the ones on the right.
Yeah. I thought there were
There
only
you go
two
through
there.
the scales.
This
I
is
didn't
why
see
it's
that.
good to not have the icons mod.
That
Yeah.
is true.
I didn't see the rightmost one because it was nighttime.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got the icons mod installed, which I think actually got removed from the workshop, I saw something like that. But then you just have to follow the signs.
Dwayne.
When they're there.
Wait, who's that in front of me? Why isn't this truck going?
Probably because there's like congestion afterwards because we
Wait a minute.
accidentally parked in the way of the AI trucks, so it's
The
just...
barrier. No. The barrier is between the truck and the trailer on that one.
Oh no.
That might be due to the...
Is he gonna just fly into the sky like they used to?
No, that might be due to these things because you're not the host.
Wait, are there people flying around again?
No.
Not yet.
Not no, lonely don't.
Good.
No, this isn't going to work.
It
We
is.
gotta clear this area, but
Why can't I continue?
Your trailer
Yeah,
might be
because,
stuck on
like-
something.
Now it's working. Wait, do I need
you're gonna
to...
get lodged in there. Don't just wait for the
Hmm.
brand and iron move. Now the AI trucks should move, and then the ones that are there should move as
Oh,
well.
that's Morty's.
Yeah,
Oh no.
it lagged for me. It
Yeah.
froze a bit.
Yeah, but now you got a gate to
Jesus.
go through.
Hey, I already did this thing. Why is it telling me to do it again?
Because it changed gate.
What? No, I did this here.
Maybe it thought it did the AI truck, so yeah, perhaps.
Probably. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, now you charge double for it.
It doesn't, I mean,
Or are you?
at this point...
It's a charge.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Ben, stop flashing your high beams.
Darn.
I'm just now coming up on this.
Lonely, do you want to go in front of me again?
Yeah, that's why I'm accelerating.
Good.
And I'll be taking the bridge slow just to make room for Kango to catch up.
Thank you.
Then don't.
Oh. Rip sign.
You ripped a sign.
No.
Yeah, I ripped the fart the
Rest
other
in
day.
peace sign.
Those are
Yeah.
some nice lamps for this bridge.
Are you supposed to?
I lamps.
Not very good for light pollution because they're just glowing spheres. But they look pretty.
What is glowing spears?
Hmm? Glowing
What
spheres?
is glowing spears?
Spheres.
Oh, spheres, I heard spears.
I mean, sphere is spelled with a P, so... Oh, it's morning.
And what a lovely morning.
Huh.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I see
that's
Lonely on the bridge.
Oh no! Everybody, this was a ruse!
cool. Was a what?
A ruse. A deception.
A rose
Ah.
sandstorm.
Did. This one's tied. Ah.
That's.
Right, I'm on the bridge as well now.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, I managed to fit through, no problems.
I'm still not gonna sue it.
But I wouldn't be the first one to get stuck there.
God damn it. Alright, now I'm gonna say it. That's what she said.
I'm guessing you would need heavy equipment to get me out of there.
That's what she said.
That's what he said.
Oh, wait, I gotta be over here. What the fuck, man?
Eagle, what are you doing?
You can't be over there, you can only be here. Or there.
No, there's the night and
Yeah.
why is this lane not blocked? But it is normally
Yeah, that's one thing
I have
don't like about
perfectly
this game.
set my steering wheel to make that turn, but fuck you for blocking the road.
I have no idea what's going on there, and I'm glad I
in
don't.
here.
Where are you?
Did you,
At the
What?
check marks.
bro? Did you say where?
Yes.
What whip?
I don't didn't know. What whip?
Really nice to know a lot of internet references.
Uh huh.
It do be funny though.
Wee.
Yes, I saw.
Aw.
I saw that as well.
I'm not. Where are you? Oh,
Hello,
you're back
Eagle.
there.
How are you, Eagle?
Hey, me too.
We're not even in Turkey yet.
No.
We've been at this for nearly
What?
2 hours.
Brent.
I forgot about this. God damn it.
That's lucky.
There we go.
You just
didn't
jumped
see
ahead.
anything. You didn't,
You're right, I didn't.
didn't see anything at all.
I literally didn't.
Eagle, I think you scraped the barrier there a bit on my side. Yeah, like that. Only you actually touched the barrier.
Let me read chat again. Welcome to the chat room. Alright, I've read chat.
Aw. Eagle, are you getting bored?
I hope not.
What would you do with lumber?
Yeah, I was gonna say as well, I hope not, because then he's gonna get splinters.
Yeah, or he's gonna start building furniture, which I don't think he's, sorry to say that, quite good at.
Same.
Tango, what are you doing?
Following lonely. Wait, are we not supposed to go there? Where are you? No, that is right. It was right.
That's alright. I mean, there isn't really another road.
Don't forget to not follow the GPS, because we're apparently going up here.
That's where my GPS is
Yeah.
sending me.
My GPS is also sending me up there.
My GPS isn't.
I wasn't also.
Odd.
Yeah, I set the waypoints and the cities that Eagle said, so my GPS is right.
No time. Wasn't it you who said that that other intersection was the most retarded in the entire tier system? What about
Yes.
this shit?
That was a nice
Really,
Point to
introduction.
me.
that other was worse because there's always cars just flooding.
A left turn. To do a left turn in that intersection, you have to do a U-turn, then you do a right turn, and then you can do a proper left turn.
That seems pretty cool to me because it's actually quite cost effective.
Yeah, it sure is cost effective, but still.
That's a
Very
nice
retarded.
view. This is nice.
I'm glad you appreciate my rear end that much.
Confuse them again.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm behind Eagle on the bridge.
Oh.
Great.
Well,
This is
No,
why.
yeah.
the appreciation for my rear end is genetic.
This is why we need you to have a separate microphone so we can
Yeah.
tell who it is by which microphone
But I
is,
mean, that
or
would
by which
still- that
name
would
is
still,
lighting
like-
up on Discord.
But the issue with that is that because we're right next to each other, the microphones
Pick
it
up
will be
both.
echoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yep.
build a wall in that room you're in.
That wall would not be very sturdy.
You don't have
Oh,
to
that's
check
you.
the wall.
Well, you don't have to
Just has to be
support the
there.
weight of sound.
Yeah, sound isn't that heavy actually.
Yeah, last time I checked.
When was that?
Yesterday.
All right.
What time?
Yeah, it's not very heavy. I
23,
just put some
50.
sound on my palm. I had to feel how heavy it was.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
What's your palm
That's
say?
Jesus.
That's a Jesus? What?
Yeah,
no,
I
he
don't
descended
know,
from
maybe
the
he went
skies.
to church real quick.
no. That's A. And then the reaction of Jesus.
Ah.
That's a reaction. In the time of Jesus.
That is in fact a situation. Jesus.
Eagle,
Did you two
just
just
rage check
ram
me,
each
or was
other?
that desync?
What are you guys doing?
What? What, Brand?
No time is brake checking me.
Yeah, that's
No,
because
brake
I had
checking
to
you.
because it desynced and Eagle was suddenly right in front of me.
You're so far ahead, everyone. Apart from Lonely.
Yeah.
Wait up.
No, I'm gonna wait down instead.
Sure.
Oh, how dare you?
So it is 8 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock now.
Oh.
Well, British summertime.
It's 9 for us.
Yep.
Yep, it's been 2 hours.
I'm gonna wait here just to be able to show you the other guys that we're turning here.
I mean, I got the GPS, so
Thank you. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it would take quite a while to finish this.
90.
I mean, it's only 500 kilometers. That's like 45 minutes or something.
I've got 555 kilometers for
Yeah,
me.
same.
I've got 195 to what was that? Burgas? Burgas.
562 kilometers.
That's to Istanbul, right?
Yep.
Right.
I think I
I've
have,
So
got
you wanna continue?
544.
I have the same job as no time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Those trucks with that one beacon in the back always look like they're indicating to turn left.
Yeah, I don't like
Yes.
Yeah, but it's so far in the center.
But still, it's not in the center.
Makes sense.
It gets especially worse if you have the ramped trailers that have the beacon on the ramp.
Yeah.
Because these also, especially the Schwarzmüller ones, these also have their taillights on the ramp. So
Yep.
the beacon is quite
Oh,
close
yeah.
to the left taillight, and the light's always like the indicating.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Eh!
To turn?
No, he forgot
it.
it.
Was just some really bad descent. You just basically went into my lane.
I'm
Oh.
At
sorry.
least on my screen, that's. But then
It
you
didn't
lagged back.
copy.
I'm guessing desync.
Yeah, it.
It is a
I
very
mean,
German reaction.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
Because that sound is very common in German. That's why it's also the same. You know how in English, like you say, it's like because is
I
very
think
common
it's
in
just
English.
I think it's just hey without H and Y.
Yeah.
Right.
Or sometimes Y is actually included. It just is like A, but pronounced properly.
Yeah. It's,
Hmm.
it's like,
Hey.
hey,
Hey,
what's going on?
hey,
Hey,
why
stop that. Hey.
Hey, what on? I am Canadian.
Brand, it sounds like your jaw is stuck open.
What's that? Oh, it's an AI car. I had the map up. I had the map up.
But the map is transparent.
I know, but I was still looking at the road.
Eagle 50.
You don't need to say his age as well.
Oh, sorry, was that secret?
Sorry, I'm just... As soon as I get behind the truck, it slows down. If I go into the left lane, it speeds up.
Well, that's pretty realistic then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very realistic.
Eagle, should we go for a repair?
Oi, that's a lag spike. Wow.
I'll probably rest here. Let's have a look at the map.
I
Okay.
shall not.
Eh.
That is a 50 speed.
Yeah, Eagle, I'll rest here. And then people can repair as well if they need to.
Oh, that bus just. Oh no.
What happened?
Oh. Oh. I'm in the zone of where your computers spawn AI traffic, but there's already cars everywhere, so it spawns the cars inside of other cars.
Ah,
Fine with some lovely lag, do you think? For
Uh,
instance, Tango
I'm
goes
scared.
30 meters backwards at like 100 kph.
yeah, I just got rear-ended by Kango, and then unrear-ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this van is never
right.
gonna get unstuck because its trailer is facing through the van itself. I'm just
I
gonna
didn't
push it
touch
out of the
anyone
way.
on my end.
Yeah, you went through me, so you technically didn't touch me.
Oh, and that van's a bit
Yeah,
messed up.
yeah. A car spawned inside of it,
Oh,
so he did a backflip and landed inside of his trailer.
oh, I see.
And I had almost caught up to the other guys. If you guys are passing a sleeping spot, I need sleep.
yeah, there's a sleeping spot here. Oh, that, I don't... Okay.
Interesting how the traffic lights are mounted, like, are attached on the bottom and not on the top. On top of the bar. Or whichever it's called.
It's a
Support.
lot of traffic chaos going on.
Have fun sleeping, Brand.
Yay. Actually, since it's multiplayer, I'm just gonna grab a cup of coffee.
Ah, very considerate. Tango, you just, on my side, you just ran straight into No Time Indeed and then lagged back out and then took the curve properly.
I expected the gate to open entirely, but it left a meter closed.
Yeah.
Of course,
they do
that exact meter that I was needing for my trailer.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if you could also repair your cargo at a repair station.
That would be OP. Just speedrun just speedrun as if you had no damage, and then go to the repair facility just before delivering the cargo, and then repair. It would
I mean,
cost
The
a lot.
truck in
Of
front of
course,
me is
but
carrying diesel, so I could refuel on the road.
is it carrying
yeah.
diesel?
Look at how the shadows are moving.
Is it carrying diesel though?
mean, I looked up the UN number. It said
Oh.
it came back as diesel or what's it called, like
Petrol.
oil, but
Yeah.
burn.
All right.
That would be like, what is it? 1203 or 1202?
1202.
All right. Yeah, because 1202 is diesel and 1203 is benzene, fucking gas.
Gasoline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the shadows are moving.
Lonely, is everything okay?
No, there's a huge traffic jam left by place before. I'm just teleport.
Yeah,
behind it
because
that's not gonna.
it's not gonna
What?
resolve because there's a van with this trailer stuck inside of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, no cutting.
Kango, turn off your beacon.
Go ahead.
I am.
I'm in Brand.
You didn't
Oh,
say
Lonely,
that.
look out! Yeah, but
Yeah, after Sheridan gracefully cut off an AI the whole flow of traffic. Yeah, it came to a halt in that roundabout.
crawled to a stop.
I didn't see it. It's because I can't look around my cab while mouse steering.
You can use a numpad.
No, because then I've still got to take my hand off of the trackball. And because I'm using the trackball to steer, if the view isn't centered, because I'm used to to keyboard steering, I end up steering as though I'm looking forward in the moment, and then I just crash.
I didn't know you were an amputee.
A what?
I didn't know you were an amputee that couldn't use the left hand to press buttons swiftly.
Yeah, but then I'm still distracted when the camera gets turned.
You could also stop at the entrance of a roundabout to look around and piece it quiet.
I know, but I didn't want any AI to get in between the trucks because then it could be stuck between for ages.
So now that AI you wanted to avoid getting between you and whoever's in
wanted
front
to?
of you, it's between you and me. So that
Yeah.
doesn't really help. It's just stuck in a different place.
I hate my brain sometimes.
That's alright.
You wanted to.
No, I don't want to hate your brain.
You wanted to.
No, I didn't.
You just said you wanted to in somewhere in your sentence, and my brain
Yes,
was
I know.
just you wanted
Probably.
to, and I
Yeah.
didn't hear the rest of the sentence at all.
You wanted to?
Not really, because it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
There were 2 trains just now.
I think there's more than that. Just not right
Probably
here.
like 5.
Nah, I think there's way more than 5 trains.
Did you spawn some?
Well, not right here. Right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Having a train right here, right now, would be quite uncomfortable for me because I wouldn't have that much room left in my room.
Yeah, there wouldn't be space for a train. Unless it's one of those bikes that can go on rails. That might
Or
actually
it's
fit
like a
on my
scale
bed.
model.
Yeah, what about
I see that.
exactly. What about a model train? It's still a train.
I actually already right now have model trains in my room.
And I have
Nice.
model
Not
trains
like
in
a
the room
layout,
next
but
to
I have
mine.
trains in a box in my closet.
That's nice.
I have model trains in the room next to mine.
Are you saying that you have closet trains?
I cannot confirm nor deny that.
Yeah, Brand, it took me that whole bridge to get up to 70.
Yeah. Oh, we have to merge. I'm gonna beat the braking.
No, I braked already. Shut the
Oh,
fuck up, move
all
it.
right. This is why.
This is why what?
It's why.
No, it's that.
What? You can't just say such controversial things.
Is it
And
controversial?
on live stream?
Why though?
Because 789?
Right. Also,
Oh, shit, we're
I'll
not-
refuel. I've got to refuel.
That was a
Not
brain
here.
fart. That was a brain fart.
Yeah.
I registered that we were turning at some point, but I wasn't able to see it all because of blue names
Yeah.
all over my GPS. And we're not even turning, it's the road that's turning.
Yeah. Eagle, should we like take the next rest stop, please?
Just hairpin turns,
Yes.
but it's not going up or downhill. Not a massive
There
one.
really isn't a rest stop for a while.
Yeah, but the next one.
There's one here. Not functional, but...
Yeah, I need a functional one, but
Oh. Wait, don't you have a bed in your cab?
well,
Oh yeah,
Game
that's
limit.
not how this game works. Oh, what the fuck? I forgot! No! Hang on. I forgot.
What happened?
I have my suspension stiffness a little lower than my normal settings.
I nearly
Oh.
flipped as well, just so. Brian,
Yeah.
I guess you got to reload, or.
No, I have control of mine.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Nice.
I wonder if we're going to cut off left through this bit, or if we're going to go straight on the A1.
No, we're gonna go on the B1.
Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun.
That's a little more notes than normally. You actually get copyright rights for that. Well, that's an oval about.
Is it
Perhaps.
copyright strike in the past a copyright stroke?
That's a great question.
You just say the copyright stroke.
Copy
Stroke what?
wrong.
It's like the past tense of copyright strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just fuel up here.
That
Because
reminds me of
it'll give us a
something
chance
that I can't
to
remember.
have those to catch up as well.
Oh, is that the Black Sea?
Actually, if we turned off Eagle, if we went straight to the next intersection, then we could stop by those rest stops for those who need it.
I mean, there's rest stops on the way to the container port. At least there's a garage where I can sleep, so.
There was an ATS ad just there.
AT sad.
An 80s
Wow.
ad.
Ages.
Does it have funky hairstyles and great music?
No, it just tells you the weather.
Huh?
An 80s ad.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Dunno.
Oh, you can't turn on the
There's any
engine.
rest stops
Fury.
here. We didn't see
No.
any.
Should I go and should I go and deliver my cargo?
Kango, bye bye.
Yes.
I'll move to the garage where I can sleep.
Eagle, are you away?
No.
Oh, are you letting others go in front then?
I'm just typing a reply to someone, so
Ooh,
yeah,
no
if you
time
want, you can
indeed.
go ahead.
No time indeed, I saw what happened there.
I forgot to look.
Yeah, same thing happened to me a couple times as well.
You forgot.
No.
Bus. There's a bus.
Hey, what happened?
I didn't touch you on my side.
What did you do?
I never touched anyone on my side. Try to merge in.
Well, I'm stuck. I think.
Well, that's great.
Try reversing.
I can't, you're there. Anyway, I've got
Try it now. Alright. I'm gonna deliver this cargo while others can rest.
What is this bus doing? Oh my god, that's desync. Oh, I'm scared! Oh no!
Does anyone actually know the way we're supposed to go?
Keep
Hello.
left. So
He's
no,
got
There's
actually,
not
on the map, go southeast on the map.
there's
So
not
southeast
many
goes.
options where to go.
Are you serious? That's what I get. That's good.
Oops.
Ah, there's wood on the right. If you look right, there's wood.
Yes, I can see the woods.
Wood.
Yeah, the wood.
Would you do?
Well, I would
wanted
if I
to.
hurried past it.
Hmm.
Oh, I've not passed it. There we go.
Yeah, there's the wood.
You wanted to?
Like
Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
like 100 meters in front of the rest area, my driver falls asleep and I crash into a light pole. That's just brilliant.
Well, the proximity to the resting stop, that's what caused you to think about sleep, and that's what caused you to fall asleep.
What?
Did you have to pronounce pole like that?
What?
Eagle knows why it's funny.
Moving delay.
The ice is melting on the poles.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
A Danish politician trying to speak English back in like 2011 or something. He even translated his name directly.
Oh yeah, those are always the best.
Willy Sleep Valley.
Willy Schlafter?
Oh, Kingo, you're just going to Istanbul?
No, I'm just delivering my trailer.
It doesn't sound like you're
Okay,
doing
sure,
that.
guys. We will wait.
Yes.
It doesn't. This road doesn't continue. I'm just dropping off my load.
Oh, hold on. No, stop. Okay.
Thank you.
You might have waited until I reversed a bit.
Right.
I have
You want to
no-
go ahead? No
Same.
time.
I think.
Do you want to go ahead, or are we waiting for people?
We will wait for Eagle.
Egg.
Train.
There's Eagle.
Train. Somewhere. There it is.
Hello, Eagle.
Oh, that's the thing.
Oh, someone
Oh.
pushed me around. Who was that?
Probably decent me.
Not me.
Eagle,
your alter ego.
Get it then, right?
here we
Yeah,
go.
my decent ego.
Eagle, it's against the rules to block traffic.
Bruh, shut up. Wait,
Eagle.
are we supposed to, like, wait for Mr. Kango as
Nah.
well?
I'm tired.
Okay.
I want to go to bed.
I'm currently dropping off my cargo at the container port thing.
Container cord.
Port, not cart.
Well, unfortunately, Brent has ruled against you, and as a result, we are continuing.
Well, I mean, you could wait. Just because Brian wants to continue, it doesn't have to be the whole pack.
It kind of does.
Does it?
Yes.
Have the control.
Oh, that AI car, that
There
was...
we are. Late.
The way that AI car just turned off, it was like drifting around the corner, then drifting around the other corner.
Okay, I got 0 pounds and 0 XP from that, since my cargo was 100% damaged.
I
Wonderful.
wonder how that happened.
Yeah.
Couldn't
So-
possibly have been decent, though.
Mhm.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, I'll just-
You can definitely not go 70 around this corner.
You want to bang? Or sorry, you want to challenge me?
What's your stability settings?
So
Same as
where?
yours.
All right, bet.
Where have you got your waypoints?
I
set?
almost did it. I was doing like 67 or something.
Kind of, we don't have any further waypoints. We're just going to various companies in Istanbul.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm going to trade market Istanbul. That's on the top right of Istanbul, or like northeast.
All right. I've just set mine just now to just the entrance where it goes into the city.
Northeast of Istanbul.
Or in Istanbul, northeast.
Istanbul.
Is there Western Bull?
Not to my knowledge.
Probably somewhere in Texas.
Yeah. I think there's an accurate description to anything. In terms of where probably somewhere in Texas. And if it ain't there, check Florida.
And if it isn't there,
Then you
check
have
your pocket.
Southern Canada.
Czechoslovakia.
God damn it. Southern Canada. Also known as the United States of America.
No,
Or
that's
Northern
just-
Mexico.
I literally meant Southern Canada.
The other thing would be south of Canada.
South and Northern Mexico.
Right now that I've not got a load, I should be faster.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
That's
I
like
think you'll be
saying
able to catch up to me.
that's like saying Northern Poland. That literally means the North Pole in Danish. Like
Huh.
you say Northern Poland the same exact way you say the North Pole in Danish.
I mean, if you say Northern Poland in German, you're basically just saying Eastern Prussia.
What?
Ostpreußen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in Danish the North Pole is Nordpolen. But Northern Poland is also Nordpolen.
So it's not an old Pole.
It is with a D, but you know Danish, it's a soft D.
Alright,
Yeah,
I
thank
don't actually.
God
I
damn
don't
it,
really know
Jordan.
Danish.
I just realized why you're laughing.
Of course.
Sorry, but that just got me so off guard.
What? No. No.
I'm sorry.
It's actually funny. Your laugh is so contagious. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's the silliest thing to get me.
Oh man.
I think we need to slow down a bit for Lonely to catch up.
And for
That's
me,
alright.
look at me. I'm behind Lonely.
Our customer expects delivery very soon.
I got that in Burgas.
I got that 65 years ago.
Burgers.
I stood up 66 hours to
That's a
deliver
full
my
stop.
cargo.
There's a full stop sign.
Oh, for me it's only half a sign.
No, it's
Is
not.
it an
Short
SP
sign, there is
sign?
no sign.
Oh, there was a bus stop there.
Yeah, you should have just hit it, then I didn't have to stop.
Was that a full bus stop?
Yes.
Where did all the people go?
Behind.
bus
I'm
stop.
behind you.
What?
I'm behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just narrowly dodged something.
That's.
When is that not the case? Alright, when you crash, I think.
Well, I mean, we're technically all the time narrowly dodging air molecules.
Yes, that is true.
I mean, yeah.
Because no atoms can truly touch themselves
Yeah.
or
Then
others.
there's a power. There is a 7 times 10 to the 61st power a chance of when you hit a table with your hand that none of the molecules hit in your hand faces through the table.
I know that there's a chance of that, but the actual number was unknown to me.
I don't have.
7
Yeah.
times 10 to the power of 61 or something.
I
A lot of zeros.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
You're
that's
so
and that,
far
and that's
ahead.
to 1.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, never tell me the odds.
I just told you the odds.
Yes, that's why you shouldn't tell me them. I already know them.
Well, I forgot.
Well then, could you please repeat them?
Oh, there's a random event up here.
Nah.
I caught up to you, Lonely.
I said ha
Ha.
ha.
It just is.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That only gained a
super
1
hot.
on the Ha scale.
Wait, where do we? Oh, okay.
We're so far behind.
Not too far, actually.
Yeah.
Just about 3
Oh.
road bends.
Yeah.
Where?
Which in
Yeah.
some countries can be quite a distance.
Yeah, especially in America.
Yeah.
I know that
5 speed limit, and
SAS
then there's an 8 speed limit.
I know that SAS aren't going to expand further east, but wouldn't it be nice if you actually got into Turkey proper and you could visit places like Göbekli Tepe where they're doing excavations and things like that?
I think that will come, but not soon,
Yeah.
because it's not only east, but also quite south.
Although,
I think before that
Oh.
we're going to get like Mediterranean, like Greece
yeah,
and stuff.
definitely, definitely. I mean, I think that's what they're developing now.
All 3
Yes.
booths are usable.
The
I did
piece
not
of
know that.
Turkey we have right now is the only part of Turkey that's in Europe. They're not gonna go further because that's Asia at that point.
I know. Named after the Roman province of Asia.
What?
Yes, there was a Roman province by the name of Asia, and that's what the continent is named
That
after.
reminds me, there's a Chinese town that is pronounced the same way as my name.
Huh,
Oh,
Hey,
I've known it.
Of course, it's in China. They're gonna copy your name as well.
I've heard that there's a town in China called Germany, so they could stamp on the stuff they produce they made in Germany.
Oh, sure, guys.
Yes?
nah.
I don't know
Almost
whether
dead.
it's true or not though.
On my end, the barrier was
Mhm.
still up, and then it teleported closed just as I got to it to play the open animation again.
Right.
It's lagging a bit for me.
Why
There's
do
a-
they have
there's
so many
a-
customs to
there's
get
a
into
lane-
Turkey?
There's a lane on all the way to the left here as well.
Don't you mean the right?
Yeah, the middle lane is closed and the left and right lanes are open.
And of course, what are we doing? We're all
Oh,
going in the
there's
same
barriers.
one.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's barriers! No!
There are lots of barriers here.
Yeah.
I went the wrong way.
I feel like you went into the wrong, on the wrong
Yeah.
side of the
Everyone,
divider.
don't mind me. I'm just a bit lost. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go to the right side of the road here.
Yeah, I am definitely qualified to drive this thing.
Do you even have a driver's license for a car?
In the game? I don't know.
You don't, because there's no license thingy here, but I mean in real life.
In real life, no.
Oh. Interesting. That's a road.
I know it might be a surprise
There are lots
given
of roads
how I'm
here.
driving, but I don't have a license in real life.
Yeah, I mean, I drove properly in Euro truck before I even started making my license.
Actually, going back
Really.
to the Asia thing,
Yeah.
why don't they just rename it to Eurasian Truck Simulator?
Because it would sound odd.
Why?
Well, they,
Or
could name
some-
How big do you want the game to be?
they could do the same as Train Simulator did. Just have a truck sim world. Merge ETS and ATS. And in
You know.
Japan mod as well.
Oh no.
So,
And then you've basically got all the biomes in Transport Fever 2.
Yes.
And all the Minecraft biomes.
all the Minecraft biomes?
Really? Ice
Yeah.
spikes? Mushroom islands?
Yes. But those are quite rare.
Literal hell?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's
never.
not a. I mean, yeah, it's
I
a
think
biome, that's not
hell.
really. It's like a different world.
Imagine trucking in.
Actually, there is. I think the biome used to be called the Underworld or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
still
now with the
classified
Nether
as
update, the
underworld.
Nether got
in
its
the
own
file name, I
biomes.
think.
Yeah, it did. So,
Now it's
Yeah.
called the Wasteland or something, I think.
yeah, I think most people don't know what Eurasia is. Probably
Does
they
that
haven't
include
heard
you?
of.
Everything that isn't Australia, the Americas,
Yeah.
or Antarctica.
Yeah. I mean, they
Oh,
can
it's
probably
totally-
gather what it is, but I think most probably haven't heard of it. So if they actually renamed the game Eurasia Truck Simulator, they probably just didn't know what it means, probably.
Oh, we have to
I
go
I
all
think
the
it's
way
a
to the
pretty
right
universal
side, I
thing,
think.
actually.
I don't know. Perhaps.
I think Euro Truck Simulator would still be the name of the game, but it would just have like maybe like
Stand. Yeah.
like an Asia expansion collection, like
hmm
maybe like have the
Oh my god.
have
The
Euro
AI
Truck
is
Simulator
actually
the
going
Middle
ape.
Eastern edition or something.
All right. Yeah, like pro mods.
Yeah. Another challenge would be the further you move east, the more different truck types you have. Like nobody in Russia would drive a DAF or something like that,
hmm
just because it's not suitable and it's not available there. So
Yeah, if they had like
with old map building, you'd have to do a ton of truck development as well and other gameplay mechanics and stuff like that because the way it just works different over there.
That's true. Like if they if they did eventually release the Heart of Russia DLC, then it would be good if they also had like licensed trucks for the KAMAZ or something.
Yeah, at
What
least
does
the
it mean?
KAMAZ or the Tatra.
What does
Yes.
it mean when
The
at
Tatra
the
is a
scale?
Czech company.
Yes, but it drives
What
a
is-
lot in Russia, that's my point.
Yeah.
What does it mean at the scale when it says that the vehicle isn't in state required by
That
law?
it's damaged.
Repair your truck.
Yeah.
Oh,
You've
right.
been
Or
too
trailer.
stupid to not hit anything.
Yeah, you have more than 5% damage, I think, is what is required for it to show that message.
I got 18% as it didn't even say anything.
Yeah, same.
Huh.
Strange.
The scales
I-
must be defective.
I've only got a sliver of damage. Like on the HUD, it goes about to the center of the wheel.
What about your trailer?
Oh, the trailer's 100% damaged ever
That's
since.
why. That's
ever
why.
since
Yeah, that's why, because it's all
No Time Indeed desynced into
Yeah,
it.
because it's your entire
Okay, yeah.
rig.
Oh, not buy Kango. Yeah, don't buy Kango.
I wonder how slow this
Dude,
AI is
do you-
going.
And there's a more modern death overtaking me. Perfect.
Like the 2021 model, what?
No, the Euro 6.
I'm about to fall asleep.
The one
Great.
Shard, like the one Shardice has.
Oh,
The
Eagle.
one
What?
that I'm driving as well.
I might
Eagle, you
just
just
switch to
teleported
that.
behind me for a second.
All right, I'm not sure. Probably yes. I think so.
Yes, I'm driving the DAF XF.
Is there a rest
Mhm.
stop? Good, there is. I need to
There's
rest.
up here.
Good.
It's
And it
nice how
seems
they
that
model.
Everyone is except for No Time is stopping here.
Oh well.
Yeah, it didn't show the resting bit on the big map.
Hmm.
A big map.
Yes.
It said like a burger.
Oh, that's evil.
Ah.
Big man. Oh my god, look.
Hello.
Greetings. Hello, lonely.
Wait, did my truck just make that sound?
You.
Aha, I am good on fuel. I do not need to stop here. Mwahaha.
Oh man! I was good on fuel as well. I was above half.
No, I'm literally full.
Well, then stop eating.
Thank you for
Your body shouldn't be filled with fuel. That's quite unhealthy, actually.
Yeah.
Eagle.
Eagle?
You've got your hazards on. Well, that's something at least.
Oh, we're going.
Oh, he's gone.
It's to prevent the grasshoppers from colliding with him.
He's in Edirne now. I think he's rescued. He'll probably teleport back. He's probably just in the 0 cam now. Right?
Stop spying me.
Hmm?
Stop spying on me. How do you know I'm exactly doing that?
Because I know that you use cheats.
Okay,
He knows you're a cheater.
And I know that you wouldn't, if you've got them on, you wouldn't waste the time driving all the way back.
Yeah, mainly when it's done by someone not looking into their mirror and cutting across a white line.
Yeah.
Why did you even crash there?
Well, as
I
I've
wanted
said,
to stop on the side. I just wanted to stop on the side and I forgot it was going. Because I saw Eagle on the gas station and he was stationary at the moment for me. So I was like, oh, he's not gonna move, he's gonna wait for everyone. And then he just rammed me because I cut him off.
Oh, right.
Well, I didn't really ram you. We were literally cab to cab over there. But you were just a bit further and you pushed me off.
I thought it was waiting time, so I just wanted to wait for everyone. Oh, Kingo's behind. Not Kingo, Sherlace is behind us. Also, Eagle is here.
Hey, Eagle, you crashed into me.
Sorry.
It was probably desync.
Where are you all going?
Oh!
Eagle?
Wait. Oh my gosh, shouldn't I scored it as well now?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I can
Sorry
finish my
about that.
overtake.
I wanted to get a payback on no time. I've accidentally given a nice little surprise to you as well, and I did not
That
want
is
to do that.
Surprise.
Well, it was not nice. I admit to that. Sorry.
Eagle just brake checked me at like 120.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not keeping any of this progress anyway, so I suppose it doesn't matter that much.
Okay, I have like 1 million euros, so I'm good for
On
money.
my main profile, I wouldn't care either, but on this one, I will revert.
Man, this
I'm here for
feature
the
exists for a
XP.
reason.
What exists for?
Hey, we are in Turkey. You gotta drive like the Turks do in Truckers MP.
Yeah, I said that the reversion feature exists for a good reason.
Alright.
Ah, yeah.
Especially when it comes down to issues with our desync and stuff like that, which aren't in anybody's control.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Yeah.
For a second there, I thought you said the reversing
Oh.
feature.
Yeah,
You
that's
sure about
really
that?
useful as well, especially for parking.
Oh, yes.
Alright then. I have to do my best
Istanbul,
impression of a Turk.
Accurate.
Volume again.
Oh.
my
Ears.
God.
Jesus Christ.
That was very loud.
I'm sorry.
Oh wait, I just realized you said Turk and not Turkey.
I mean, if cooked right, they're both quite delicious.
But I mean, if cooked right, they
Only.
don't make that sound anymore. None of them do.
Ah, I've just seen a... Oh, there are a lot of security cameras here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They have
wonder
watched
why.
your every single move.
Did
They
you get a
probably
speeding
don't want to
ticket?
get cooked.
Okay, I can't take this anymore.
What are you doing?
He stopped on the hard shoulder.
What happened?
I wonder if there's a soft shoulder.
Is everything okay now?
Whee! That's a toll. Jesus. 109
Yeah, everything's
euros.
fine.
Don't sound like it.
Share us where you're going. Where are you heading to?
The end of the road, basically.
Same.
Kent! Wait, we're in Kent.
We're in Kent? This doesn't look
Oh
like
my
West London.
Why are we in Britain
Why
again?
Southwest
It
London?
said so on the sign.
Amazing.
Kent isn't in Southwest London.
I know. I mean southwest of London.
I
So
made
sorry.
no money.
Well, I mean, Great Britain
No.
is London, so
Yes.
Mm,
Pretty much. There isn't much other than London.
London is just a part of London.
Yes,
Where
and
is
everything
the-
else in Great Britain is just a suburb of London.
Yes.
No, that's what it'll be like in 253 years.
It's
That's a
not a
very
suburb of
specific
London because it doesn't have
number.
a tube.
So what was that, Slovak?
If it doesn't have a tube or overground, it's not
Oh.
suburb of London.
Yes, and then in most parts of Britain you have water lines, so you have tubes laying everywhere and around.
Also,
Oh my-
we've got
Wow.
ground here, and there's stuff over the ground, so we've got overground.
Yes. That was wrong.
We have tubes under my house.
Eagle, I'm approaching.
Oh no, better hide.
Challenge.
I had 100% on the engine.
Challenge
Cancel that.
approaching.
Actually, cancel that. My engine stopped working.
I'm so sorry about that.
Where are we all
You
meeting
don't
up?
sound sorry.
What do you mean meeting up? I'm going to bed immediately. I need to sleep.
Yeah, same.
Well, we've got screenshots from before, I think, as well.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
screenshots from during.
have.
Have you posted those, Eagle?
Yes, I have.
Thank you.
Oh no, there's
Nice.
a gate.
We've gone 3/4 of an hour overtime.
Brand, is it gating your progress?
Oh.
I did not wish to comment. Wait, no, that's a comment. God damn it!
A comet?
No, there's an N in there.
You made the plane?
Alright, yes, that is the word.
A comment.
I'll put this fence here. God damn it!
SES software.
Ah, I knew it.
Same.
I'll have to sue them for hindering my progress.
In their own game.
Yes.
What do you mean that's called game
Laughing.
design?
Your fence placement is
design?
unacceptable. It's hindering my progress.
Do you see this as an offense?
I just passed over you, Mangoni.
Yep.
It's an on fence.
I didn't see you, but I heard you.
You did see
Yes.
me.
And it's
Offensive
extremely
you?
laggy.
When you looked back, you saw me.
No, it's not
I-
offensing me. It's offending me.
I saw your name tag.
Yeah.
No, you saw me.
Brian.
You might have been displayed on my monitor, but I didn't see you.
Oh, I'm late.
It's so lagging.
This is
So
really
laggy.
difficult to get to, this industry back here.
I
Hey!
remember going there. Do you remember when we had
AI,
I saw that.
the AI flashes when it's about to disappear, despawn in the middle of the road.
Flashes.
Hello.
Yeah. You know how it just
Like
starts
that?
to flash and it flashes more and faster and faster and then it just disappears.
Huh. I have not observed this before.
Me neither.
You mean like pickups in games that begin to flash before they despawn?
Or, yeah, or like if something takes damage in a game. like
But
a,
Maybe it's
Yeah.
like because
Any
it's like
escape.
an AO that's been spawned by another player or something.
But yeah, I am going to be saying goodbye now. So goodbye now.
All right.
Brand.
Bye bye
Have a
bye.
good
Brand.
night and have
Thanks for
fun in work
coming.
tomorrow.
Thanks for having me. It was nice.
Yes, it's
Mhm.
been lovely.
But yeah, I am gonna be heading. And
See you
All right.
around. Bye bye.
thank you.
Rubenspot is also bye. Yes.
Thank you to the people watching as well, wherever you're watching from.
Brian, do you want to read your chat one last time?
Yes, sure. Welcome to the chat room. Exclamation mark.
Lovely.
Uh,
I can't even steer anymore because it's so laggy.
all right. Good night.
But yeah, see ya. Hi,
See you around. Bye bye.
bye.
See ya.